bottled water is going to the dogs. The company's now selling bottled water fortified with vitamins for your pet. Fortifido is what it's called. It's a new line of bottled water designed just for your dog. It comes in flavors including parsley, peanut butter, lemongrass, or spearmint to freshen doggy breath.
Oh, it's exciting. Remember when the hose and even the toilet was good enough for your dog, Terry? Or yourself, for that matter.
Right.
And now, if you're not giving your doggy bottled water, well, you're not just being quality enough doggy owner, I guess.
I guess not.
All the other dogs are getting bottled water down the street. Why am I being led to the toilet?
Well, I'm not the other people down the street's owners, okay? You hear that routine? I'm not their parent.
Oh, my gosh.
Want to get right back to Christina here, who's dating a dude from the coffee shop. Want to get to her real quick and finish off what the situation is there. Christina, thanks for hanging on. What's up, baby?
Hello?
Yes, tell me the situation in 30 seconds or less again.
Well, basically, I have a coworker that my fiance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I punched up the wrong line. Hang on.
And now I really liked her, but
hang on. I punched up the wrong. It was Emily that was hanging on. Emily, are you still there?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, tell me your situation one more time. 30 seconds or less again. Yes, I got a lot of people waiting.
Okay, I'm married, but I'm dating a guy who's 20 years older. He's very handsome, though. He's a former bodybuilder.
Pasty, tell Christina to hang on. I'm not done with her yet. She sounded kind of hot. What was that?
Emily.
Yeah, what were you saying now?
He's a former bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder now?
He's a former bodybuilder, the guy that's 20 years older.
Yeah, bodybuilder.
She wants to pump him up now, so to speak, Terry. He's 20 years older, but this is not your typical 20 years older guy. He's a former bodybuilder.
Correct.
I would never settle for just
handsome.
Very
when
handsome.
I saw him, I thought he was 32.
But it turns out he was 82. Wow.
No, hold on. I haven't done anything with him yet.
I didn't say you have.
82.
You're a married woman. You shouldn't be doing anything with him, for goodness sake. All right, so what's your problem? What are you trying to figure out here? Whether you can act on this?
I don't want him to fall for me because, you know, he's older than me, and I was thinking he needs to find someone, like, I'm going to say...
What are you all worried about him? You didn't know him last week. You just met him this weekend. Why are you acting like you're all worried about him? I want you to find someone. Who cares what you feel?
Now you're his guardian angel?
He me a lot, and I was thinking...
Yeah, does he know you're married?
Yes.
He does, and he doesn't care because you made it very abundantly clear that your marriage is an outright, utter sham.
Not at first, but he was calling me a lot of, for a couple hours now. Yeah. But I'm wondering if this is okay because I have no foresight into these types of situations.
All right, let's ask the question that he's dying to ask you, and he hasn't actually gotten to the point yet. Are you willing to have sex with this man? Is he barking up the wrong tree? Maybe not a little...
Yeah, no, I wanted to. I really wanted to. I'm very attracted to him. But the thing is that...
How long did you hang out with him over the weekend? It started at the coffee shop, and then where did it go?
No, nowhere. I only hung out with him there, and he wants to see me, but I told him I need to wait to make sure he's the right one.
How do you... Before you can what? Before you can have sex with him?
Well, I said that I'd come over and hang out with him, but I wouldn't sleep with him for maybe a few months.
All right, so he's inviting you over, and you're saying you're willing to go over his joint, but you don't want to have sex with him. Well, good luck getting out alive.
Huh?
So you're gonna accept his invitation to go over his place when? This weekend?
This weekend, but I'm not. I told him I'm going to be next to him, but I can't sleep with him.
So you're going to sleep in the same bed with him, but you can't have sex with him.
Yeah, but she doesn't want him to fall for her either.
After this 20-year-older guy chewed 6 Viagra, you're going to tell him that he can't have sex with you?
I am finishing in your presence, whether you're involved or not.
Oh, my God.
And if your face gets in the way, oops.
Wow.
So you're going to sleep over this man's house this weekend? The married woman that you are.
Depending on work, because I'm a general contractor, so sometimes I have to.
Whatever. You're sleeping over his place, and you know it. So, and you're going to make it seem like the rules are that you can sleep there. You're going to sleep there, but you're not going to have sex with him. Is that right? You know how many times women have started a night with that rule in place and ended the night pregnant.
I just have a quick question, like about the demographics of this show. Do Polynesians kind of listen to this or no? Is it primarily?
Oh my gosh!
No, we've never had a Polynesian listen in the history of the program, so you're safe.
Good.
All right.
I'm half, so I'm half.
Yes,
So.
we've never had even a half Polynesian person listen to the program, so you're the first. Welcome, Terry. We were told it could never happen,
But she's the first.
She has allowed us to break yet another barrier. A half Polynesian woman. After they promised it could never happen, Terry.
Wow.
We just keep
Hold on,
defying
is he
the
gonna try
odds.
to do something with me, even though I told him like I'm just gonna hang out there? You know.
Listen, you're gonna get lucky if you make it out of his place. With it, maybe half an orifice won't get violated. All right, he's going to be making moves on you all night long, and if you're not expecting to be fighting and fending him off all night long, well,
I thought he'd be more mature because he's
these older guys are even more horny and less mature than you'll ever believe.
Yeah,
all right,
they don't want to play games. They've already done it.
19,
he doesn't want to play games with you. You think you really think he needs a sleeping companion? You really think that's what he wants out of this weekend?
Come on, he's 82. He's had plenty of those.
He's
Why are you acting all dumb, Emily? You're not dumb, are you?
No, I don't
want a first half Polynesian person to be on the show to be
I
dumb.
know.
Terry.
Now, is there a chance that she says all this, but then it turns into I don't normally do this on the
Of
first
course
date?
she's going to have sex with him. Who does she think she's fooling?
Weekend, then I'm not. I told him I might not. So now I decided I'm not.
If you truly, Emily, let me give you some advice. If you truly plan to stick to your guns and not have sex with him, then you better do both yourselves a favor.
Like a lot of guys are willing.
It'll be no fun. You better do both yourselves a favor. You don't want to hear him in the middle of the night trying to roll over on you. Oops, and then you push him away for the 97th time. Then before you know it, he's whacking off. Now you don't need this. All right? Do both yourselves a favor. Unless you're willing to at least hold out the possibility that sex could happen, which means it's going to.
Especially 10 bucks a pill. He ain't going to waste them.
He's so handsome, even though he's 20 years older than me. He's like better than all the 30-year-olds.
Well, it sounds like psychologically you guys may be the same age. I mean, maybe on your birth certificates and your driver's license is 20 years older than you, but you sound like you have an older soul, if you don't mind me saying.
Hello, but I look really young. 19 and 20-year-olds are always hitting on me like high schoolers.
How old are you, Emily?
I'm 30.
You're 30, and he's
the
50.
Polynesian side of her that makes all the 19, 20-year-olds.
You want to have a sleepover with a 50-year-old man?
50-year-olds go to coffee shops?
I'm tired of these little kids.
Read the Times.
You know,
Order a
they're so
Senka?
immature, but
Take a Folgers drip, please.
You guys. Jeez.
You're dissing. You're like old Tina, so I don't know why you're dissing.
I'm what?
She just called you old.
Tell you what, next to the guy you've been hanging out with, I'm the youngest man you've ever known. I ain't even close to...
Hey, he looks younger than you. I mean...
I'm in my 30s.
Wow.
You haven't seen me. You don't know that he looks younger than me. Maybe he does.
It's like, hello, I saw your photo.
Where'd you see my photo? Where'd you see my photo? On MySpace?
No.
Where'd you see my photo?
On a little coffee shop table.
Whatever. She's like on drugs
Yeah,
there.
she's smoking there.
Yeah.
I'm not smoking. I never did a drug in my life.
Oh, whatever. You better start then.
No,
Anyway.
I swear to God, I've never
All right.
done anything.
Listen, Emily,
But,
I'm going to
Tina,
hang up
you're
on you
not all
now.
that, okay, Tina?
I didn't say I'm all that, even though I am.
But you act like you're all that, like when you're
Well, I'm glad you picked up on
and all
that. Anyway, took our first half Polynesian call to realize this.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm half Samoan, half Russian.
Oh,
Half Samoan,
listen,
half Russian.
just because you're dating an old ball guy, all right?
He's not false.
Just because you're hanging out with old balls, don't start attacking me. I've done nothing here but offer you sound advice, all right?
Okay.
And I'm telling you, I'm a man in my mid-30s, just for the record, and I wouldn't want any girl coming over and having a sleepover for me if she's not expecting to take it right in the Steiner, okay? Wow.
But he told me that was okay.
He told you it was okay because he just wants to get you in his home, because he knows if he gets you in his home for a sleepover, you're going to fold up or you're going to give in. He has no doubt in his mind that if you agree to the sleepover, you're going to get one of two things. You're going to get into a point where you're going to give in, or you're going to get raped. You take your pick.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to go then until like 3 more months, okay?
for 3 more months because she's willing to have sex with them in 3 months. But
the married woman, right?
It's very important that she sticks to that. She's not going to hang out with him for 3 months, but then she can have sex with him.
Yeah.
Because that makes her feel better about it.
I'm going to hang out. This is my plan because he has money, like he's rich. That's why I'm not going to do it.
He's old and rich and wants her bad.
So now we finally got to it, huh?
No,
He's so attractive, though, T-Man.
Yes,
Did I already say that?
So much better looking than you.
Yeah.
He got rich being a bodybuilder.
Which doesn't take much, mind you, and I'll be the first to admit it. But you know what, Emily? As I said, I am now going to hang up on you. I appreciate you calling. Not really. And,
all right.
I hope.
But at least you got a Polly on here, huh?
I got a what?
A Polly. Like we've never, remember, we've never had a Polly or any of that kind
Truth of the matter is, girls like her that make this 3-month claim, what that actually translates to, that's Greek for 3 hours, Terry. All right?
Okay.
Oh, sweet. I remember that.
She knows that if she goes over there, she's going to give in. Because she wants to give in.
Yes, she does.
I am going to give in.
See?
I'll be honest.
You're horny, and you found a guy that's actually paying attention to you. You had to go 20 years outside your age range to find a guy who's actually interested in you, but you finally found a guy who responds to you.
I just finished the 40s and no takers.
Okay, because a lot of guys are hitting on me all the time.
Of course, all these 20-year-old guys want you so bad. I forgot.
You should see my photo.
Well, then send us your photo.
Hey, I look a lot.
You should see my photo.
All these white women, okay?
All right, send us a picture of yourself. Hang on the line. Talk to Pasty David Arthur III. Pasty!
Mr. Whitey in there?
Love a picture, please, Emily.
That's what all these freaking weirdos call it today, Terry.
No, it's the Hoodie Thursday thing.
Attacking me!
Yeah, you didn't really do anything. For one of the few times you didn't provoke her.
Because she feels self-conscious about dating old balls, that she starts attacking me. Don't worry, I can take it. I love to be attacked.
Interesting.
She went through a lot of guys to find finally a man who's interested in her. Unfortunately, I believe her that this guy has some money.
30s, no takers. 40s, no
45. Are you kind of interested? Hello, I'm over here. Oh, geez. Okay.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
I hate to have to go to 50. 50-year-olds, anyone? Oh, you over there? Oh, cool. Let me call the T-Man and tell him I'm not going to sleep with you for 3 months. Freaking weirdos! By the way, she's married!
Yes, with children.
David. You're on the air, David. Thank you for making the call, sir.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on, bud?
Not much. Just here.
Just there?
What's that?
What'd you say? I said, what's going on, bud? And you said, just what?
No,
Just here?
Yeah, just here in my house right now.
All right. I'm just here. You're just there? I'm just here? You're just here? Small world, huh? What can I do for you, David?
Nah, I just had this little situation that's going on with me right now.
Well, tell me about it, David, and if it's a problem that you have, I will solve it for you, even if you attack me.
No. I mean,
it's a Hoodie Thursday, and apparently everyone is in high intensified mode this morning, David, just so you're aware. Terry's got her hoodie on TerryCam, and it's making the world crazy.
It is.
Have you logged on to TerryCam to see Terry in her hood?
And everybody else.
David doesn't sound even the slightest bit interested. Anyway, David, what's on your mind?
No, it's just that my wife's friend is actually trying to get with me, and
so you want to know how to make this happen without your wife finding out at all, huh?
Nah. I just don't know what to do right now, you know what I mean?
Your wife's friend is hitting on you how blatantly? I mean, how serious? Is it just like a flirtation just to get a little rise for the moment, or is she really looking to take it to the fullest extent, if you know what I'm asking you, David?
Nah, she's willing to go all the way.
She's ready to make it happen, huh?
Wow.
Are you sure about this? Because a lot of girls' friends will hit on a guy, but just to get themselves a little bit of a rush for the second, and even though the guys think, oh, man, I can hit that so easy, I mean, it may not be the case. Are you sure? Before you make a fool of yourself, are you sure? I almost ran out of breath there. Are you sure?
Yeah, but you have 3 lungs.
Are you sure, David, that she's ready to be taken down here?
100%.
100% sure. Okay, that's pretty sure.
Yeah.
Now, what makes you so sure? What has she done that makes you so damn confident that she is just laying it on a platter for you?
You know, just little things, because we go partying, clubbing, and stuff like that. and we get drunk. And
does she, like, when your wife's not looking, does she come up and whisper right in your ear when she doesn't necessarily have to talk in your ear like that?
Well, one time actually.
How does that work again?
A lot of these girls,
kind of you
friends,
position yourself?
Well, like, it's not the loudest club, maybe, or
Right.
it's not, like, you could be talking face-to-face with a foot distance, no problem, but they come right up to your ear and talk to you. Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Well, your wife's been gone for a little while. You doing okay? I'm doing good now.
There's one time, actually, she approached me with, she was kind of drunk. She comes up to me and, just telling me that she thinks about me and all this stuff.
Wow.
So did you ask her the necessary follow-up question of what exactly you've been thinking about?
Well, she actually offered me a threesome with my wife.
Oh, well, maybe your wife put her up to it then, huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she did.
So did you say my wife wouldn't necessarily be into that, but, I mean, if we just throw her out of the mix, it's just you and me then, huh?
No, I got no problem with that, I mean, my wife used to date a girl.
It's not as dirty if she's offering to have a threesome with your wife included. Doesn't sound as seedy and as dirty as you first started to make it sound, like she really has true, like, sexual designs on you.
Well, just other little things that she's approached me with.
So she offered the threesome, and what was your response to that, David?
Well, I didn't say nothing. I didn't know what to say, because I thought maybe my wife...
So she's just making all these offers, and you're just sitting there not saying a word?
I thought my wife was setting me up at first, but right now I'm sure she's not.
All right, what else has she offered? Has she ever said, if you ever call me, I can meet you at, like, noon anywhere? Has she ever said anything like that, or any kind of variation of that, of any kind, or what?
Well, the thing is, I mean, my wife, she kind of like, because she doesn't have a car right now, and sometimes she needs a ride, but I get off earlier before my wife, so she calls my wife, I need a ride, and my wife calls me, you know what, can you go give her a ride?
Wow.
Yeah, you insist.
So, of course.
So when you go and, have you ever gone and given her a ride?
Yeah, a couple of times.
All right, and what happens there? She's, like, touching you and stuff?
I'll shift for you.
Because I got in an accident a while ago, and it was a pretty bad accident, but I didn't really get hurt, and we were talking about that on the way one time. So she just leans over, just gives me a hug, and told me, well, at least you're okay. Like little things like that.
Little things like that. These aren't little things, by the way.
Okay.
These aren't the biggest things in the world that you should feel 100% confidence, David, but whatever. Anyway, so what's your question? If you're not interested, you don't even have to acknowledge these things. You can just move on with your life as is. So why are you calling? Are you getting closer to making the big jump over to,
Well,
taking your chances with this situation, or what?
I'm just... Well, what do you think? I go for it or not?
I'd go for it.
Come on.
Depends how hot she is, of course.
I mean, really? She's worth the risk of the marriage?
If I'm David, Terry. If I'm David.
Oh, okay.
How about me?
David's not married, right?
No, he is.
Oh,
It's his
it is his wife?
friend.
I thought it was girlfriend.
No, his wife's friend.
Okay, you should definitely do it.
Oh, my God.
You gotta do it, David.
That being said...
See, he even thinks that his wife may have set him up, but
his wife ain't setting him up.
Well, no, he said that's what he thought at
You're the only
first.
vindictive
Paranoid.
one
Every
like
guy
that.
gets paranoid like that. Are you a freaking wuss or what? You gonna do it or not?
But
Yes, I am.
All right, there you go.
wow.
Problem solved. Do it. Let us know how it was. Bet you it'll be great.
Where's the problem, really?
Well, let's see. Married, wife's friend.
I hate that part. I always get away.
Well, I mean, you might put your marriage in a tad bit of jeopardy if, of course, you get sloppy. But it sounds like this is kind of eating away at your brain there, David. So because of that being the case, Terry, he's not going to be a good husband anyway because this is eating away at his cry, you know what I'm saying?
So why not?
Well, he's not going to be a good husband anyway. Might as well be a guy who's being a good husband for a reason that makes sense.
Yeah. Where's your cry, by the way?
He's all consumed. I'll show you after the show. He's all consumed with these thoughts. So until he gets them out of his head and just realizes that she's not maybe all that he's fantasizing about, he's not going to be a good husband. So let him do it, and then he'll go back to being a good husband. And if she's a real good friend, she'll never let on as to what happened. It'll be their secret. All right, David?
I love our secret.
Yeah, those secrets always stay between you two.
See, the problem with David is he's let this affect him, Terry. And he's let this affect him to the point where now he's already had the decision made for himself. This is consuming his every thought, basically.
Okay.
To the point where he has to call us. All these hugs she's giving him are making so much of an impact that he can't be a good husband. Don't shake your head at me.
So you're endorsing and promoting the
Terry, I
cheating?
get hit on all the time, but I don't let it affect me to the point where I can't be a good husband.
Okay.
David's a horrible husband right now.
Right now. He'll be a
lucky
worse
for him, he's
husband
horrible.
if he actually acts on it.
No, I don't think he can get any worse than David is right now. His wife is wondering why he's always distant. His wife is worrying why he's always kind of mind-wandering. There's no attention span for David. And she doesn't understand the reasons. And the reasons are because this friend of hers, she picks her friends real wisely. It's really her fault, Terry.
Oh, man.
Keep consuming his every minute. So until he finally just gets it all taken care of and he can move on from it, he's not going to be a good husband. David, you're doing it to save your marriage.
Wow. Now we're saving the marriage by cheating and going for it.
You go and save your marriage, David. Do what has to be done, okay?
You want to be my agent at marriage?
Jeez.
Go save your marriage, David. You owe it to your wife, okay, David?
All right, man.
Take care, man. And get back to us. Let us know how it was. I bet it'll be pretty good. Not great, but pretty good.
It's going to all just
worse than
blow
he thought.
up.
Well, his expectations are too high, so I'll say yes, worse than he thought, but pretty damn good.
Really?
Yeah, because it's been consuming his thoughts so much.
Gotta be worse.
He's got this wild expectation of how good she's going to be. Now, she's going to be really good, this friend, Terry. She's going to be dirty and good.
It's a great combo.
But it may not be as good as he thought. Because his high bar is so high. Way to go back to being a good husband, David. Way to go.
Oh, gee.
I'll get back on track in the marriage world. Doing her friend. I get that now.
No better way to get your marriage back on track than doing your wife's friend that's been hitting on you. Because you chose your friends poorly. It ain't my fault that you chose little dirty friends like that distract me. He's so distracted as a husband right now, Terry. He's a bad husband.
I'm using my hoodie to pull over my face.
Now, if your husband gets hit on by some of your friends, maybe he won't be the type to be distracted by it. He just laughs it off, moves on with his day, forgets it really happened. But if it starts eating at his craw, Terry, and we're close to the break,
I can't wait.
Not eat the craw.
I'll show you exactly where your craw is.
I have my 3D glasses on.
Oh, my God, you guys.
Terry's husband knows better because he knows that she's the kind of woman to set him up.
There are a lot of personality types out there. Some personality types, Terry, are the type that can't get those thoughts of the dirty friends' advances out of your head. And if that happens, unfortunately, you got to act on it. But it ain't your fault that that's the friends that your wife chose. Why'd you have to go and ruin your marriage, honey? By picking lousy, dirty, sniveling friends. I'm trying to make our marriage better, and you're ruining it. Good job. The T-Man Show. Oh, yes. Wow, Terry's late to her chair.
Sorry.
I know a dude whose girl gave him a cassette tape of this in college and said, "This is how I feel." Everything SWV is saying, that's how I feel. I don't know how to say it myself, so SWV knows exactly what I'm thinking.
That's nice.
Isn't that sweet?
That is.
Yes.
Romantic.
I never got one of those tapes.
Wow.
I was kind of jealous.
You got beat at one time.
Yeah.
I said it to myself. You know, if you said.
You know, self-best advice she ever gave me, really.
I must have said it to myself at age 10.
Is that really when it started?
For me?
Yes.
Around 11 or 12, yeah.
Wow, that's early.
I mean, I discovered it then. Right. I didn't really act on it until around 15,
okay, that sounds more normal.
16-ish, yeah.
Wow.
Why would you clear that up?
I told you the story. I was sliding down the basketball pole.
But you said it felt good. It doesn't mean you really, went the whole way.
I didn't really, but he showed us how. And then, of course, he's been arrested ever since. But,
nice.
Yeah.
You're naked. He's 14.
You should not be talking about what feels good down there to him.
Well, how about showing you guys how to do it? That's a little weird, too, no?
You can get that feeling all the time if you just, here, come on inside. I'll show you guys.
Oh, come inside.
Here's some candy. Come on inside.
Why is the candy down there?
And then the next day, gave him a cassette tape of SWV. I was like, this is so how I feel.
Oh, my gosh.
You had me at candy.
Let me give away a 3-pack of CDs this morning to show our love to the audience, Terry.
Okay.
And so those in Terry Cam Land don't have a leg up on the rest of the audience, I have to wait an extra 20 seconds for the delays of all shapes and sizes to run their course. And then I'll take the first caller at 1-866-663-T-Man. That's 1-866-663 T-Man, Terry. Or else it's just going to be the Rainbow Coalition calling in saying all their little stupid lies. Gay phone operator, speaking of stupid, is sitting on Terry Cam right now with his hood on.
Well, he's not on cam, but he's in there.
I heard he was on cam. I saw...
Oh, there he is. Oh, I didn't recognize him. You're right.
It says gay phone operator if you look closer.
Well, thank you. I didn't realize that you would let him on.
Terry's going to sound it out. Anyway.
Terry's mic sounds great.
Terry, yes, he's got a hood on. And
I didn't recognize
He's showing respect for your Hoodie Thursday, Terry.
Yes, he is.
And he's officially in the Hoodie Coalition. That's great.
Mm-hmm. For life. Yes, so let me clear the lines, if you don't mind there. And who's this, John?
Absolutely, let's take a caller. Yeah.
John, you want to take the official winner this morning? Is that what you're looking for?
Absolutely, T-Man, I will. Certainly, for you, sir.
All right, hang on, let me clear the lines.
We close out the show.
Yeah, you want to close out the show in the professional stature that...
On this Hoodie Thursday.
He has no.
How are you feeling, John? You recovering nicely? The car.
Oh, well, this afternoon I got to get my cast taken off. So I'll be
that's good. Right. Get my hip and
he's consistent with his lies. He remembers his lies better than anyone, and he's getting his cast taken off on
at 2:15 p.m. today, Thursday.
He told us the other day he was getting it taken off on Thursday, and he follows through with his lies. He's getting it taken off at 2:15 today.
Good deal.
Yes, sir.
No better time to get a cast removed than 2:15, and you're.
Hey, Terry, I have to ask you one question before we take a caller.
Okay.
Why did you get your stories confused this morning?
What story did you get confused?
Oh, well, she got confused with her stories. Or she got them mixed up. She went in one story to another story.
All right. Well, anyway.
Let's take a caller.
Yeah, the first caller right now. The lines have been cleared, and this is the first caller. Why don't you welcome him as only you can do, John? Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, T-Man Show.
Good morning. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just heard on the radio you guys are giving away CDs this morning.
Oh, you just turned on the radio, so you haven't been listening all morning?
Wow.
I've been listening half of the morning, but...
Okay, you're boring. Goodbye.
Well, I don't know if that's really the way to go here.
Well, first of all,
really
maybe
hasn't done anything wrong.
Right, maybe he could listen all morning long because he's got a job. John.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Sir, who are you?
This is MJ from Oakland.
MJ?
Yes, sir.
And you've been listening half the morning. That's more than enough time, and you can expect someone to be listening to a 4-hour morning show, Terry. And John just wants to dismiss him like that because John is feeling his moment of power.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, it's just that quickly that we could take away John's little moment of power, isn't it, Terry?
Yes, it is.
MJ, I want to thank you for listening, and I apologize for that rude little moment there that transpired on the air right at your expense.
No problem. I understand.
MJ, I want to congratulate you for being the first caller, and you have won a 3-pack of CDs. Congratulations to you.
Yay, MJ.
Okay.
What do? You said you're at work right now?
Yeah, actually, I took a break right now just to, kind of sneak away, try to get...
Sneak away, try to win the CDs. Nice job. It worked out for you. What do you do? What's your usual responsibilities at work there? What kind of work do you do?
Retail management. I'm in management right now at a clothing store.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Nicely done, sir. And now you got a 3-pack of CDs coming your way. Anything specific we can throw in the mix there for you, or what?
I would say maybe, I've always been a Tupac fan. Maybe a little bit of Lil Wayne, and the third one, I'll leave it up to you.
There's always a little Tupac hanging around the prize closet as long as Terry Free hasn't distributed it to all of her friends. Yes, that shouldn't be any real problem for us, all right?
Sounds good.
MJ, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Hang on the line.
Why does Terry look like she's going to shank us? Is there something going on?
For sure.
Wow. Because the hoodie's on or what?
She just does not look happy.
Well, the hoodie helps.
Are we bugging you this morning, Terry?
No.
So, I think we're bugging her.
Getting under your skin? You don't like John making comments about you having a little mishap with your story, little organizational moments this morning?
No, I'm just, hanging out, doing my thing.
All right, that's fine. It's just some people picking up on some vibe you're throwing their way that I just want to make sure is not going to be something that festers. You all right, Terry, or what? What happened?
Oh, go for it, Hot Shot. He just disconnected the computer. Now everything's down.
We're good.
Yeah.
Everything's down. Terry Cam Land. Hoodie Thursday has been...
Yep. I don't even know what he did.
Kind of abruptly ended before it was really time to
Party's over.
All right, well.
I'll log it back on, though. As soon as you go to break. We'll fire it back up.
It's too late. Let's sign off for this Thursday program in the most professional way we know how. John, bring it home, sir.
Thank you for listening to the T-Man in the Morning Show with Terry Free and her stupid stories, Hot Shot, Scott Pasty, Vinnie the Pooh, until next time, America. Take care of yourself and each other on this Hoodie Thursday here on the T-Man Radio.
White trash Springer watcher.
What is he? He's just... Are you done? I'm sorry.
I said the T-Man Show.
The T-Man Show.
And is Indy ready to take over the world? That seems real. Here's Harrison Ford's new cover of Entertainment Weekly's summer movie preview on Stands Friday, promoting Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, I can't wait now to see that. Oh, really? It's going to be such a great summer, yes.
Oh, come on.
I know. That's what makes it that much more spectacular of a summer for me. To just be so looking forward to not going to that, Terry, because everyone in the free world is going to be going, and I can let you all see Indiana Jones and talk all about it, and I could care less.
Careless!
I'm in. First week.
I know everyone's in. Everyone's in but me.
But if a movie like Vacancy comes out, you're there, dude.
Everyone's in but me, but I'll be watching NaughtyAmerica.com.
Whoa. A new one? Oh, look at him.
Oh, what I miss?
I just want to know what it was again.
Naughty America.
Thank you.
Especially go to the part of the site of I have a wife. Oh, it wouldn't mean as much as I have a wife.
Oh, is that
all the secret words?
All the scenes kind of begin with I have a wife and the girls don't care.
Oh, my favorite kind of girls.
And they all end with finish here.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm pointing to my...
Stop
Oh,
it.
my favorite kind of girls.
They all say that at the end.
Oh, my favorite kind of girls.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that about 19 times today.
Are you?
I'm so not looking forward to Indiana Jones this summer. There's where I stand. Now you know.
Unless it's the Temple of Poon. You've seen that.
Wow.
Yes, I have it on DVD. Haven't heard of that site?
No.
I didn't hear of it till last week.
I love how they're all creeping up, and it's going to be a big war now. And who has the best free site? Ooh, I don't care. Just make lots of them, people.
Well, this one lets you see it's not like Boys Food and YouPorn and Renport and all those porn, Max porn. It's not like that where you could see 3 to 5 minute clips. They let you see 30 seconds. Which sometimes is more than enough.
It? And then you have to
subscribe to see the rest of it.
The membership.
Oh, that's no good.
But it gives you the highlights.
I need more than 30.
Yeah, sometimes. But the scenes look... I'm thinking of becoming a member.
I need 45.
They may have me.
Really?
Yeah. They had all this free porn. Believe it or not, they may have me.
They hook you.
Jeez.
Some of their scenes and some of their girls and
Wow.
Quality's good.
Who told you? Do you have a source that tells you about these little sites, or do you just kind of stumble up on
I'll explain it to you, Terry. That's why they have Max Porn and Boys Food and all those sites. Is because when you watch these clips, they give you the address of the site that's actually providing the clip. Like Brazzers is everywhere now. And
favorite site ever.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I was like, what's this Naughty America? Is that something new? So I went to Naughty America and I was like, whoa, this is pretty big time.
Yeah.
Well, I have it written.
And I always want to meet girls in my area.
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to meet the girls on the video.
That's right.
And they want you
good.
too.
Oh, I know they do.
Yes.
That's why
they're waving at me.
Yeah, they are, and they're saying, "Oh, speak to me, Daddy."
And I can't believe that hot girl lives in my town.
No, it's shocking. It's unbelievable. I have the hottest girls ever in
And
my
I'm
town.
sure she's right down the block.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. Naked, waiting for you.
Yes. She looks like she's so ready for me. And I can't believe they're telling me she lives in my hometown.
Oh, yes,
Crazy,
she
dude.
does.
So unbelievable. And if I can't get her on the phone, then I got her, and her in my hometown, too.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
I don't think you know do you know what we're talking about, Terry? Every time you watch a clip, they show you girls. This girl is in your hometown waiting for you.
Is she waving to you going, come here?
Never saw her at the 7-Eleven.
But they actually list your hometown, which is scary.
Yeah, they tell you what your hometown is. Yeah. Wherever you are,
Not
good. Wherever you're watching your clip, like if I watch it here in the station, they know what city I'm in. If I watch it in my house, they know what city. They know where you are.
Mm-hmm. I slowly turn around and see if there's someone behind me.
Wow.
Then technology's going to be really cool.
This is just a bit too much.
I'm here, big boy.
We have her at your front door right now. Are you interested? Slide your credit card through right here.
Hey, you said you were.
The crack of the door.
Hey, you said you're interested. Stop lying if you're not. She's here.
All of a sudden you hear a ding dong, and you're like, ah!
She's in your bed right now. That'll really be great technology. Oh, man, we're going to miss out on so much in the future.
Oh, wow.
They're going to laugh when we tell them that's not the way it was when we were doing it. They're going to be like, so wait a minute, you watched the clip and you couldn't screw her after you were done watching it?
Yeah.
Wow. You didn't have that option?
I hate the olden times.
Well, the olden days sucked.
Yeah, they sure did.
Option.
Man, they're going to have so much. They're going to have so much sexual availability at their disposal in the future.
Just jump in our tube and go to her tube and go to her house. It's going to be awesome.
Would you like to be an actor in Max Porn in the next 2 seconds? Click here.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yes, please.
And then go back to your regular life 5 minutes later? Absolutely.
Let's play shot first, so hang on a second. Be right there. God. Slam
God, I
beers
feel
real quick.
bad
Right
for
over.
your wives. Vinnie doesn't have anything to worry about, but your wives, man, I feel
What's wrong with
bad
our wives?
for them.
Why do you feel bad for them, Terry?
It's a
what does
little
Terry feel bad
much.
about?
Oh, my gosh. Well, hey, honey, would you like to do something today? Now I got a new porn site that I'd like to go see.
Okay, you know what? There's something called free time. Anyway, we have the qualities in the person that makes up the greatest husbands of the world.
Okay, all right. Well, then maybe I'm just envious then.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Maybe that's
confused it with envy. Yeah,
right. Gosh.
You confused empathy for envy. All right.
Yep, I did.
All right.
Terry's jealous.
Oh, again, I just said that. Envious.
My wife has a great life.
I know that.
Good to be her, huh?
Yep.
You don't worry about anything.
All right.
Am I running out to go see Indiana Jones? No. I'm home with you.
Yeah, but you're in your office, honey, and
I'm not there all the time. Just most of the time. No, I'm there. I'm great. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Worry about a lot of people. Don't worry about me, baby.
I won't.
All right. Okay.
You're well taken care of.
I used to look at pictures on when the internet first came out of naked girls' pictures. That used to work.
Photos, man.
That used to work, though. I used to make it happen for me.
Jeez. Playboy used to work for people back in the day. Looking at a girl kind of naked, I guess.
Yeah, topless.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That was pornography at its greatest.
I know.
Man, that's sad. Our poor dads.
I know, they had it bad. Mm-hmm. In fact, you go to a search engine and type in mature milkers.
Oh, my God.
and that's how they're going to feel about us. Yeah. Our kids. Your kids.
Do you ever share with your dad knowing that he was deprived? Do you ever say, hey, Dad?
I show my dad the sites, yes.
Do you? And
I say, Dad.
Good.
He's able to watch it while he's with me, but then he can't figure it out. He's like, he's just not, he doesn't go there on his own.
Oh,
it's just not. He's just not in his blood, you know.
Right, but he definitely shares the moments with you.
Oh, yeah, it's a little weird, but it's pretty creepy. But I just have to show him what he's missing.
Right.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, you don't want your dad getting witness.
Yeah. Believe me, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's really creepy that I'm doing it.
Yeah, you don't need that.
This is really awkward, but I'm doing it anyway.
Wow.
What else is going on out there, Terry? What else is happening?
Well, Christy Lee Cook got voted off American Idol. She's the blonde that had the big boobies and was always in the bottom 3 except for 1 week. And
she's the one you've been waiting forever for her to be kicked off. This was important to you.
Yes.
This was an important exiting of an American Idol cast member.
Pretty much.
Because you thought it should have been back in, like, January.
Mm-hmm. She should have been one of the first ones.
February at the latest.
Right. A lot of...
Not March.
No.
Certainly not April.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, she is engaged to her boyfriend, so that's good news for her. Now she's hoping to get her little horsey back that she sold in order to even be on American Idol.
How old is she?
I'm not sure. 24?
Mm-hmm.
24. Yeah.
And you say that's good news for her to be engaged to her boyfriend. All right.
Sure. Of course.
Your perspective on that? Okay.
I mean, they actually got engaged back in March, but she didn't come out with it until now. So
not always happy news for two people to be engaged, Terry, especially when the person you're talking about is a 24-year-old woman, when it's my belief that with all that's at the disposal of a woman in 2008, in this day and age, Terry, 24 is too young to be getting engaged.
I understand.
Don't be such a scared little wuss and succumb to the safety of marriage so early in your life. Explore what's out there in the world before you get tied down. But she's probably the traditional little country girl.
She's definitely a country girl, yes.
Who was tucked in by her country mama from a very, very young age, talking about her little hick Prince Charming that would come rolling into her life.
Right.
This is what she's been planning for every day since. All right.
Yeah. Barrel racer extraordinaire. Yes.
She got kicked off last night.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Thankfully.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was important to you, yes. Thankfully. Wow.
Sounds like it. Whoa, sorry.
Well, just...
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Whew, now I can watch.
No, I can't even watch anymore, but, you know.
All right.
So, and also, too, getting married this weekend is Eli Manning. I know you're concerned about that.
Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Another big dumb okie.
Oh, wow.
Wherever he's from.
They're getting...
Wins the Super Bowl. What should I do? Let me go get married. Big dope. Again, Terry, I am totally for the union of marriage at the right time and place. I'm totally pro-marriage if you do it right. But you can't be doing it more wrong than finally getting the clout that every man has ever longed for, the Super Bowl quarterback hero that is Eli Manning, and the world at your feet. Let me go out and get married.
But you realize
How dumb is that?
That some people, you know, just are not made to be the player type.
You don't have to be the player type to enjoy your years of independence. And let's be honest, as pro-marriage as one may be, it squashes your independence. Now, that may be a good thing at a certain time in your life, but in your 20s, it's not a good thing to have your independence squashed, Terry, all right?
Yeah, I like my independence squashed around 30.
Okay, yeah. Well, your independence, there's plenty of time for your independence to be hampered and cornered and clamped down on, Terry.
Unmercifully ripped away from you. Oh, sorry. Was that
Eli Manning, what, 26, 25?
Maybe. 28 at the most.
How old is Eli Manning, Whitey?
So funny, I don't know.
Pasty's the opposite here now.
Oh, yeah.
Concerned from the other spectrum.
It's a little too extreme on the other side, right?
From the other perspective, has way too much independence.
27.
He's 27?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh. Could he be just doing it all wrong any worse? So sad.
Well, he's, you know, did win a Super Bowl and had a great year, and he's having a great career.
Exactly. Wasn't having a great career until this year, until like the last month of the season. Let me have his status for 5 minutes for today, Terry. Just give it to me for. Actually, give me a couple hours.
But you want to be Eli Manning with the T-man mentality and personality.
It's not about the T-man mentality, Terry. It's about the human mentality. All right. Forget about T-man. It's not a T-man thing.
All right.
You're saying it as a T-man thing, and you think.
I just think that some people out there, there are some people who have your mentality, your ability to think that way and do things like that. Well, it's not being independent. It's just he's happy with his life and he feels pretty fulfilled.
He doesn't know any better yet. If he doesn't have any ability to be independent, if he's not big on freedoms, then go ahead and get married before it's time to get married.
And just to make it worse for you, he's marrying his college girlfriend.
Yeah, his college girlfriend.
So never had a little run.
But maybe that is just something that was never appealing to him.
Gotta have a little run, Terry.
But again, maybe it just did not appeal to him.
Even if it pains you.
Well,
why would it pain you?
Why would it pain you? I don't know.
Okay, but there might be a reason.
Well, there's going to come a point. You say he's this kind of guy, blah, blah, blah.
It just seems to be that way. Looking...
Going to come a point he's going to wonder, Terry, what it could have been like to be a little bit more independent at a certain time in his life. There will come that point, no matter who you say he is.
Okay.
There will be that point. There'll be that feeling of resentment and regret and all that other stuff. No matter who you claim this man is, Terry, and how much you think you know him.
Resentment and regret. That's right. Those are pretty strong words. Resentment,
of course. And it'll be taken out on the wrong person. It'll be taken out on his wife. And that could be very uncomfortable and very damaging.
Yeah.
If he would only follow the T-man rules, he would have not only a better life in his 20s, but a better marriage in his 30s, Terry. Absolutely right. I hate being so right so early, so let me take a break.
Wow, you're kind of overwhelming me this morning with all your rightness.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I should be used to it by now.
Oh, geez. And we'll pick up where we left off if there is such a place after these words. The T-Man Show. This song came out, about 3 years ago?
Probably.
And wasn't there any point at any time during the somewhat popular moments of this song that people just said to themselves, this guy really can't sing? Did they ever? Was there ever a question or no?
I don't think so. And then the video came out right after.
The vocals there, Terry?
I do.
Yeah. Do you have a differing opinion that you want to throw my way? I mean, do you feel like the guy can sing at all? Or?
Well, I actually do. I think he has a decent voice.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because he actually even had a song prior to this one years ago.
He can do that.
He does all right. He does.
I mean, he's better than us in this room, but that's about it. I think.
Well, speak for yourself.
Yeah, I'd kill him. I just think there's plenty of pop music out there where people don't really sing great, so you're kind of numb to it.
Yeah, well, that's fine. And
that's kind of the nature of it.
It doesn't take a good voice to be a vocalist. That's
sad. It doesn't take
it. Doesn't.
You want to be a vocalist, you don't need a good voice for that.
No.
A guy like Bob Dylan, 40 years in the business, can't sing. Prime example.
All right, so there you go. So there's examples that go way back through the course of musical history.
Never needed a great voice to be successful in music.
Bob Dylan had a nice 3-decade career.
4.
Ray J is
true.
I don't know if he'll have another album.
Not the greatest example, but yeah, you definitely don't need to be able to sing to be successful.
I don't know if Ray J is going to be considered the Bob Black Dylan when it's all said and done, you know?
I would bet not.
Probably more the Black Ron Jeremy.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Then,
definitely go that route.
Because you can't say anything bad about his performance with Kim Kardashian. It was fine.
Right.
No critique necessary. There's nothing really that you can call him out on. The vocals in the song, I can call into play here, but nibbled on the music just fine, Terry. Took her down.
Anyway, yeah.
Not easy to navigate that oversized, derriere situation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but when it all comes down, he's got a bigger one than us.
Yeah, there was a lot of things oversized on that video.
Mine's
Okay.
bigger than yours.
Yeah, I'm not ready to have it out with him. That's for sure. I don't need to be embarrassed like that, but
I concede.
I was just talking about his vocals. That's all. That's all.
He's all right. He's better than some.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Who's worse? Who's worse right now in popular music? You threw out a statement.
Well, I said I think he is.
No, you didn't say think.
I did too. I said I think he's better than some.
No, you said he's better than some. You didn't say I think he's better than some. You said he's better than some. So, it's an easy statement to throw out there. Now I want you to back it up with one example. I'm just asking for one. Who's worse than him as far as being a popular vocalist right now in the musical world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give her a buzzer.
I'll retract my statement. He just sucks.
I'm not saying.
Well, but I mean,
you're the one who says better than some.
There are some people who actually like. It's all personal opinion, I guess.
Give me one. Give me an example. He's better than some. Who's worse?
Well, honestly, I don't like the. It's a song that a guy that's Akon is producing. I don't like him.
Oh, him?
Yeah. Colby
O'Donis?
Colby O'Donis.
What's wrong with him?
I think he and Ray J pretty much have the same vocal range,
He can sing.
Range.
Well, okay.
Range is probably
kind of they sound very similar.
Just gone with Akon, actually.
Yeah, well, Akon, whatever.
Akon sounds.
I'm locked up. Come on, he can't sing.
Yeah, he can.
We heard him live.
He's shaggy at best.
He's shaggy.
He's a great shaggy.
Vocal genius. Come on.
Yeah, he is. No doubt.
Where the hell are you coming from with that? Anyway, what else is going on out there, please?
According to Star Tabloid, Jessica Simpson was hospitalized last month for, they say, some kind of infection. Well, they have found out what it was. Apparently, she and Tony Romo have been partying up quite a bit. So she was treated for a kidney infection, bladder infection, and urinary tract infection. And while she was there, she decided...
Trifecta. Yes.
She also asked for a pregnancy test.
Well, since you got your equipment out there, since you got your medical bag open, since I'm here, why don't you give me the old Prego test there? Right. Since you're down there.
Save me $25 on the old EPT.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Two while I'm at it. Although they'd probably charge you at the doctor's office, I'm sure.
So I don't have to make a run to the drugstore.
Sure.
Why don't you tell me if I'm pregnant with that dude's child?
Okay, that dude.
What was his name again? Yeah, that guy.
Exactly.
Oh.
So
Come on now.
That's what she did, according to the Star.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, she was hospitalized, but the Star claims to have talked to one of their sources, a so-called source. I love that.
Everyone confirms that she was hospitalized.
Yes.
The Star is saying it's because she had the trifecta of infections. Bladder, overall urinary,
kidney,
and kidney.
Urinary, yeah. And then, let's do a pregnant test.
Mm-hmm.
Pregnancy test, yep.
Now, if you knew she had all those three, would you still be in?
She knew you had what?
If she had all three of those infections,
would you still be in with her as the boyfriend?
No, just you get one shot with her. But she says, I got to warn you, I have a trifecta of infections.
Well, those are not.
I have a trifecta of infections.
Those aren't spreadable.
Nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if it's not spreadable, I'm in. Even if it is spreadable, I'm in.
All right. I think it might be, though.
Even if it is
spreadable, the likelihood is I'm going in with caution.
It's not kind of gross, though, when she has a urinary tract infection?
It's gross, but it doesn't mean it's going to stop me.
That's all I wanted to know.
She's got a little punch card for infections, Get 10 and you get one free type thing.
Yeah, if my liver gets infected, dude, I'm going to get a free latte.
Yes, that's a good deal.
It is a good deal, yes.
It's nice that they offer this.
Come on, Tony, let's go. Go for it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he was still in, so.
What about yeast?
I'm going to pass.
Sure.
Even though it's her, I'm going to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Passed, I said. Got yeast on the mind. I'm going to go ahead and pass on the yeast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys can give us the yeast as well. You know that, right?
Don't blame us. You got it.
That's disgusting.
Anyway. I understand there's an interesting new video that's floating around YouTube that, don't get me wrong, I have no doubts as to the source, where it came from, and why it's up there. People are calling this morning, people are emailing saying the Vinnie the Pooh running around Gay's apartment, standing on the stove and then jumping down and grabbing his webcam is up on YouTube, Terry.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt that Gay phone operator obviously did the recording of it. There's no other options there. But as far as who posted it, again, Gay phone operator. Have you seen it? Is it up there?
It is
true?
up there. It is very true.
People aren't lying?
No. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
Watched it. Yeah.
You already watched it?
I did, because he's in the Terry Cam chat room promoting it.
Why would you promote it?
Is he admitting that he is the one who put it on YouTube? I mean, it's obviously no other person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it is pretty funny.
Are you happy about this? You embarrassed by this? Are you somewhere in the middle? What are you feeling there, Vinnie the Pooh? Since that, I don't think you've ever been a part of a YouTube video, I would imagine, right? I mean, anyone can be. That's not a big conquest, but now that you are, and this is your first real YouTube video that features you in any way in your life, are you happy? Are you saddened? Are you disgraced? Are you somewhere in the middle? How you feeling?
I mean,
you got a big battle scar on your forehead still, and he's doing everything he can to cover it up. Now, fortunately, his everyday style makes it so that he typically will cover his forehead a lot of times with baseball caps and do-rags and all these fun things. So it works right in with his fashion situations. But you do underneath.
Yeah.
That, what do you call?
It's a do-rag. It was
like
bad.
A spandex do-rag this morning.
Security guards at the club last night were like, let me see your forehead, man. Let me see your forehead. I heard the show, man. Let me see your forehead.
Underneath his spandex do-rag this morning, Terry.
Jeez, spandex.
What material is that? Is that
nylon or something?
Nylon, yeah.
All right, more nylon, whatever.
Yeah.
It looks pretty stretchy to me.
Tied back tight.
Underneath that spandex do-rag is a gaping little marking of the remnants of the gayest of phone operators.
Crazy.
Right on his forehead.
Yeah, I'm like, where the heck?
He's like Hindu gone wild or something. I don't know what's going on there.
Put his brand on you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of it.
That where he slapped the Oh, no. Anyway.
Wow.
Have you seen the video yourself?
I haven't. No, I haven't seen it. Just hearing about it right now.
So you don't know what you look like running around in this apartment?
No,
you have no idea.
I'm sure it's pretty
Especially
ridiculous.
since he titled it "Gay Man Beats Up a Weakling." I mean, that just can't be.
Is that what he put?
No, I don't think so, but he should have.
Where is he? Why isn't he on the lot? Why is he in Terry Camp promoting? Why can't he come on a couple of seconds with us?
Oh, and there he is. He's looking all frowned.
He leaves me a message asking me to buy him a flat screen.
Really?
He did?
Come on.
Like I owe him.
Wait a minute. He just asked you?
After what took place the other day, he's wondering if I could buy him a big screen TV.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Just flat out asked you. Not
came out and asked me.
Not alone. Not can you help me? Can you cover part of it? I would like you to buy me a new TV.
That's right.
Wow.
Now the Terry cameras are asking for one, too. Hey, T-Man, I want a flat screen.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay.
Where is he?
He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
I do, too.
I think he's embarrassed now. He's not calling in. I see him. He's sitting right there.
Oh, he just flipped us off.
Flipped us off?
Yes.
Oh, he's calling. You're going to get some fury. I see the face, and I see the phone to his ear.
Forget his fury. Tell him to clean his ugly, nasty, dirty-ass house.
He didn't say not to mention it on the air, that he asked me for a flat screen.
Oh, man. He just asked you.
Hey, can I get $1 million real quick?
Please. Can you buy me a flat screen?
Okay.
Somebody just asked for a car.
Here you go.
What's your problem?
I was working!
Oh, shut up.
Huh?
He was
He's
working.
working. He's working a double shift.
Who is?
Gay.
I was.
All right, take it easy.
Well, God, you bitch about that I don't call in. I'm trying to. I don't want to get in trouble.
Right. I'm sure your boss is hanging over your shoulder right now.
That's not the point.
Mm-hmm. What search words have to be put in the Terry Cam or Google or YouTube to find the Vinnie the Pooh running around gay phone operator's apartment kind of video?
T-Man, Vinnie the Pooh, gay.
Anything like that?
Yeah.
Anything will lead you to it?
Yeah.
Wow, why'd you put it up there?
Because I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Vinny does come off the top rope pretty tough, though. It is pretty cool.
You didn't love it the other day. You didn't love it when your webcam was missing. You didn't love it
No,
then.
I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm. But now, seeing that you came out in this video looking like you had the upper hand and you left a mark on Vinnie the Pooh,
Right.
he looks like a little weasel running around your place, now you love it.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting my cam again, that's for damn sure, though.
T-Man, I'll go over there right now.
Well, he has another one because we have the one that used to be in his place, and now he feels like because we have his little webcam for $30, he wants a flat screen.
What a deal. Oh, okay. You drive a hard bargain.
Your logic is really interesting, Gay.
He's shameless, man.
Shameless.
You know what?
Dirty and shameless.
Oh.
I'm not dirty.
According to your kitchen and your living room.
Shameless, he can't
My
argue.
kitchen was clean. Oh, my God. You know what?
Garbage everywhere is clean.
Wow.
Jeez.
He's like, I'm on the show every day. You guys always poke fun at me, blah, 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 and this, that, and the other thing, and I don't get paid, so why don't you buy me a flat screen? Well, you're the one who calls in most of the time. Yes, I call you sometimes, like we did. Do we call him this? Well, I asked him to call in this morning. So technically, it's like I called him this morning. So he feels like he's not getting what he has coming to him.
Right.
But
he does.
He tends to forget that the origin of who he is on this program, who he always has been, is nothing but a caller!
Ooh.
Wow. That's it.
Lame.
Nothing more, nothing less.
But you don't feel that way, do you, Gay? You feel like you're such a part of the immediate family of this program that a flat screen is what is due and owing to you. It's what you have coming to you. Is that right?
I would think that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense to you.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, Gay, if you make a list of all the listeners and all the money that they've received from this show, who do you think has received the most?
What?
The guy that got the $10,000 surgery.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? It was $20,000, so shut the hell up.
Okay,
Get it
well, there
right
you
if
go.
you're going to accuse me of something. And the money for the surgery was something totally different.
I'm just saying that you have been
That's
compensated.
not the point. That's something... No,
That is the point.
No, I'm not.
You've been compensated to some
Whatever
degree.
it was for.
No, Scott. You know what? It's not the same, and you...
What?
Goddamn well know it.
Obviously, it's not the same, but it's still money you got
That's
for.
not the point.
Right, it's money out of someone's
Fine,
pocket.
You know what? Here, how's this? I'm a caller. Hang up. Goodbye.
Oh.
He realizes he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Well, he wouldn't, especially without the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been amputated by now. But I mean, come on, he's been compensated pretty nicely on the show.
Far and away. Doesn't even come close.
Right.
It's not like other callers. Oh, what a great call. Here's $50 for you.
Right,
and
exactly.
That's not the way it works.
Ask Dumpy or John how much they've gotten from you.
Dump Truck Guy's got maybe a couple of Van Halen tickets. That's pretty much all he's ever asked for.
No question.
He just called us all bastards.
Mm-hmm. Well, that doesn't mean that I've ruled it out, Terry.
Right.
So why is he acting like that? Now, if he's going to act like that, then he can forget it. But
effing bringing that up was wrong. You can go F yourself.
Well, then don't bring it up to me if you don't want to put it up in the air. He comes out of nowhere. He comes out of left field with, well, you had your fun this morning. He'll call me up after the show with Vinnie the Pooh stealing the web camera.
Like a guilt trip kind of?
Which he had to have let Vinnie the Pooh in, all right? Vinnie the Pooh didn't break down the door. All right, Gay loves it as much as anyone.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Gay's had his back door broken down plenty of times.
So he calls me up, and he says, well, I'm glad you had your fun this morning stealing my webcam. Obviously, he loves it. He wouldn't have posted the YouTube video that he did. Mm-hmm. All right? He's not so anti it, or else he would, instead of putting the YouTube video up, he would have been filing charges.
Right.
So he comes on voluntarily all the time. And and then after an event like this, he calls me and says, I hope you had your fun again this morning. I really could use a flat screen.
Not, how's your day? How you been?
I'm like, are you serious?
Wow.
Just out of nowhere, you're going to hit me with the flat screen needs?
He tries to front like he's shameless. Like, oh, I don't ask for anything. I do this all on my own.
And I'm supposed to keep it private. That's supposed to be hush-hush.
Really?
Apparently so. Called me a bastard. Called us all bastards for bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say anything to me that you're going to be embarrassed when you hear it out loud.
Right.
We've all learned the hard way.
Yeah. No kidding.
The coalition should buy him a flat screen.
There you go.
He's got his big new tier of friends there, right?
Oh, yes, he does.
Let them all chip in and buy him a flat screen.
Why not?
They appreciate him more than anyone now, right?
Very true.
Mm-hmm. They're all working, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let them show the love for Gay Phone Operator by buying him a flat screen.
And by the way, he's working as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
and most people buy their own TVs. Imagine that.
Oh.
That's weird.
What a thought.
You could actually go to the old Best Buy and hook one up yourself there, Chief. Here's my credit card. Make it happen.
Why shouldn't you when you can have your sugar daddy buy it for you? Apparently, that's what I am, Terry. That's what I felt like when I'm sitting listening to my message, hearing him asking me for a flat screen.
I'm not even getting laid.
I want a big flat screen.
Right. What are you, my wife? What are you? Wow.
The weirdest guy in the world.
That's pretty weird.
Could he be the weirdest guy in the world? Do you know anyone weirder, Terry?
Well, no.
Okay, then he wins.
T-Man Show.
Is a new Britney Spears TV show in the works. We hear that's real. Sources tell us that Britney, spotted yesterday by Hollywood.tv, has met with agents about a possible sitcom that she would
this is very nice. One successful appearance on How I Met Your Mother, and she is ready for her own show. There's no doubt about it. It is going to be a television blockbuster.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. All right. They might be getting a little carried away with themselves after one little appearance on that show. But, hey, that's the way the world is.
Well, she's not singing. Let's put her on TV and see if that'll work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She needs to make some money because she still has legal bills to pay.
Okay.
So she's fighting to get her kids back. Keep her busy.
The show is going to be called Why I Hate My Mother.
Probably be a good one and very popular. And then she could have her little sister on there, too.
Yes. It's a can't miss.
Yeah.
A DVR center, don't you know?
Dropped me when I was little and smokes around me. And doesn't buckle me in. And lots of reasons.
Oh, so Britney's kids should be in that show. Yeah, Britney's kids have just been signed to a new contract.
Right. Actually, you could do the whole family.
Same,
quite honestly.
Same title. Why I Hate My Mother.
Right.
Everyone hates
mother and grandmother and how about my auntie too?
All right, what else is going on out there, Terry?
Just some quick, like you didn't know this already, but people who work from home actually look at more porn than people who work in an office. In fact,
shocking.
I know.
Yes,
but it's something kind of interesting.
People
I guess
who work out of their houses, people who work in their in their home. They have a home office. Does that really work?
Yes, it does.
No,
especially with tax time.
Isn't it just, I'm sure for their taxes, yes. They certainly make it seem like they're working.
Right.
But please, if you wake up and go to the living room, does that really work?
Yeah.
Doesn't work involve you getting dressed? Doesn't work involve you getting into a vehicle of some sort, be it a bus or a car or even a train?
Well, some people would say, I got in my vehicle this morning, went and got my coffee, and then came back, and therefore I came back.
If you're working out of the house, you're not going out to get coffee. You're making your own coffee. You got your own little maker. And you want to make it seem like you're just as professional and you're just as much of the workforce as anyone else out there. I'm not so sure.
Sitting on your couch in your boxers with your laptop on your lap watching Price is Right now working.
I'm not feeling like that is really the true work environment.
No.
Oh, goodness.
And your story says that people who do work out of their homes watch more porn than people that actually go to an office and sit at a cubicle. Yeah, I'm sure the people who sit at a cubicle would love to watch as much porn as those who are working from their home, but not as convenient a situation, not as convenient a setup. A little too convenient to make it really feel and convince me like you're truly working. Maybe you could talk yourself into the fact that you're a working person.
I get up early every day, just like everybody else.
And maybe you're a tad above unemployed.
Right.
But are you really working for a living if you're working out of your house?
What are the odds you wake up and shower every day? Come on, what are the odds, really? If you don't have to. Sitting there in your pajamas on a conference call. Right.
Who do you think you're fooling? Not me. How much more times have...
Well, they go to porn site websites 2.5 times more than those in the office, but they also look at extremely graphic content 5.5 times more often. Obviously so, because you're allowed to, you don't have to filter through like you do at work.
Yeah, the IT guy doesn't come racing into your office saying, we don't allow that site in this environment.
Yeah.
Well, it's my house, so.
Right. I'm the IT guy here.
Unless your wife doesn't work, too. She might be your IT guy.
No, if your wife is not working, you're working out of the house.
Oh, then you're really working.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
If your wife is home all through the day, then you are getting up and going to work.
Putting on a suit and tie and sitting down in your chair in your office.
I don't know about the suit and tie.
Okay.
But you're not as inspired to work out of the house. Oh, I'm working so hard today. What a rough day I had. Really putting a hard day's work today, let me tell you.
And when it comes to illegal content, 4 times more often. So.
And illegal content would be what? Like child pornography and stuff like that?
Probably so.
Wow.
I would assume, yes.
You get called to the boss's office from your living room? Yeah, I know the people that work out of their homes are going to say, well, I have to go in once in a while to an office and it makes it all official. Please.
How much would you like to go to work once every 2 weeks?
If you ain't going 5 days a week, or at least 4 days a week to some other place outside of your house, you ain't working.
I had a buddy that works from home and goes, I fill up my car once a month.
Wow.
Love these people who are professional eBayers who think they have a job.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Don't you eventually run out of stuff to sell in your house?
No, they go out.
You go buy stuff and resell it? How does that work?
Well, you have one videotape, you keep making copies of it, and you sell it for $1 million.
Okay, that is true. They do go to those little, swap meets and stuff like that and find little trinkets, clean them all up, and then sell them for more.
I buy all these old New York Jets games that I went to as a kid with my dad, from the 80s and stuff.
Right.
And it's the same person, like just making copies of the same game over and over again, just selling it to whoever wants to pay $11.
I bought 2 games last year. $10 a piece.
The same guy who has all these old New York Jets games on videotape that keeps... And as soon as I even checked, because I was curious, after I had won my auction the next day, he had the auction again, the same tape.
You beat yourself?
I got a lower price.
Oh, my goodness.
Screwed for $2. He's not making a killing, that Jets guy, though, right? I mean, it's not killing. He's making a couple dollars.
No, but he sells the same tape.
No, I understand.
There's no overhead,
Right.
Yeah,
he's not losing anything.
His costs are so limited. He's just buying blank VHS tapes.
Right. VHS. Or at least my guy gave it to me on a DVD.
Yeah, actually now, he's upgraded to DVDs.
100 for $10 at Costco. Done. Great deal.
It's a good deal.
Wow.
He's a hard-working guy. He's got a job.
He does.
I'm sure he watches a lot of porn on his...
Oh, my gosh, you think?
As he's laid out on his living room sofa with a laptop on the little coffee table, and he's half asleep, and, Price is Right, and soap operas in the background.
Right.
He's a real hard-working guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I could work from home. I'd kind of like leaving. It'd be kind of weird to sit around all day and watch daytime TV.
It's not like he's staring at the clock waiting for 5 o'clock to roll around. If you're not staring at the clock waiting for 5 o'clock to roll around, I'm not impressed with your hard day's work.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
All right?
Yeah.
The people that I know that do work from home, they seem to always be able to do anything I want when I want, Hey, want to see a movie at 2? Sure. What are we seeing? It's never like, well, I don't know. I got a lot of work to do,
All these frauds out there. You know who you are. The biggest one of all, Terry, has excused himself from Terry Cam this morning. He's that pissed at me. First of all, he never told me not to bring it up, all right? We've talked about him asking for money for years now. Okay? Mm-hmm. So why is he acting like he's all bent out of shape? It's no different than all the other requests he's made in the past. He's more embarrassed of his own actions nowadays than he ever has been in his life. Well, that should be something he's aware of.
He's claiming he made him look like a...
He did it all by himself, Terry.
What is it? What's the word?
But if he calls in right now and talks to me, I won't buy him the flat screen just yet, Terry, but I'll buy him the remote to the flat screen.
Hey, that's a start. That's a start.
That is a start. And he'll be 5% of the way to the party plane in Vegas. Which, oh, by the way, we have the video that Gay Phone Operator put on YouTube. I'm thinking, why should it be on YouTube when it could be on the TManshow.com? It's all you have to do is go to the TManshow.com, and if you missed Vinnie the Pooh stealing Gay's webcam, and the whole belief was that he busted down the door. You never heard him breaking down any doors. Gay pretty much let him in. I have no illusions on that. Gay put up a little bit of a fight, but then he let him in the door, and he probably didn't let him just steal his web camera very easily, and that's why Vinnie the Pooh is all marked up this morning. But he was loving it all along. He loves every second of it, and that's all there is to it. And now he's going to make it like he was so wrong that I owe him a flat screen.
Oh, uh-oh. He says...
Oh, boy. I'll buy him.
He's going to effing take the video down. It will be blank on your site, on the T-Man Show. He's now threatening to take that.
He can't take the video down. It's already up there. He could take it down off our site? How could he take it down off our site?
We have it off the YouTube site, so...
So if he takes it down off the YouTube site, it comes off our site? Mm-hmm. Even if it's already there on our site?
Since he uploaded it, I believe so, yeah.
I figure once it's already on our site, how could he could take it down off YouTube, but it won't come down off our site since it's already been established on our site.
I believe once it's on our site and you're playing it off our site, you're still playing it through YouTube, I think. So even though you're on
it's an embedded address, yeah. Right. I think Dave's right.
There's no way to make like a copy of it and put it on our site real quick?
Download it really quick?
Yeah.
I can find out.
You better move quick. He moves faster than you on these things. He doesn't move fast on much, but he'll move faster than you on this. I forget about it.
He can't run, but his little fingers are quick. Mm-hmm. Which makes him very popular in the bathhouse.
Wow.
He's so skilled at working from home.
Right. His mouse skills are unbelievable.
All right, whatever. Then take it down. I don't care. It's not going to bother me any. What else is going on?
Well, apparently there's a new form of bullying these days for the little kids. Find somebody with a peanut allergy and eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich around them. Not good.
Mm-hmm.
Could be kind of deathly there. And also,
definitely, yes.
In Florida, and I don't. Yeah, it is but sad because everybody's so sensitive these days.
Yes.
Also, have you ever seen those the novelty? I don't know how to say it nicely, but the genitalia, the balls hanging from the truck end. Have you seen those ever on the highway? It's novelty genitalia. It's two balls hanging from the bottom of a truck.
Well, don't yell at me!
Well, I'm trying to explain it to you.
Because you're all excited about two balls from a truck. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to explain it.
I think I've seen it, but it doesn't mean you have to get all worked up about it.
Well, you go, huh? And I'm just trying to explain it.
Because I don't know where you're going from one story to the next. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Okay.
You've totally lost me.
All right, well, I'll wait until you're ready for the next story.
I'm ready, but just tell me what you're doing. Explain to me what's going on.
The next story I'm going to is about the balls hanging from the truck.
I don't get it.
That little genitalia novelty is now illegal in Florida. It's from a company called Truck Nuts.
Yeah, everyone's seen them.
Yeah.
It's pretty nasty.
They are.
My truck has balls.
Mm-hmm.
How about yours?
One way of proving it, man.
It's a $60 ticket in Florida.
Why? Why'd they outlaw them?
Because people got so offended by them. And they are pretty gross. So.
It's not a threat to commuters. It's not a danger. It's not a hazard. It's just that people are so offended that in Florida, of all places where they have cornered the market on offending people.
Yeah. And people feel that they're inappropriate.
That's where they've outlawed the balls hanging from your truck?
Yeah.
All right.
So, no longer in Florida. Sorry.
All right.
$60 ticket.
Nothing says your car's cool like synthetic rubber testicles hanging off it. Now it goes faster. Watch this.
I don't get it.
Car is cool now.
Definitely.
It is.
Yes.
I'm glad to know.
That is one tough car. I see the nuts hanging right there to prove it.
Right.
God, it's obnoxious.
Speaking of which, DJ Donkey Nuts is hanging on. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, T-Man.
What's going on?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? What's up, Hot Shot, Vinnie, Tari? How you guys doing?
Oh, Jesus, making the rounds. Yes, what can we do for you, sir?
Oh, man, I just wanted to, earlier you guys were talking about, good XXX websites and whatnot. And I just wanted to
Not really. No, I don't need to hear any plugs for any websites. I give enough plugs to sites that get serviced off me talking about them so much. That's enough.
Oh, wow.
I know.
All right, I don't need to hear about your favorite site.
We're happy that you're able to find it.
Thanks anyway. Enjoy it for yourself. 1-866-663-T-Man. Anyone who wants to talk this morning? Sounds like it's going to be a good morning for that. Julie, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm calling because I heard you talk about the truck balls, and my sister's boyfriend has them on his truck, and I don't think they're in any way offensive. It's not like they're graphic. They don't have the veins, hair.
Oh, my gosh. Really? You need that?
You actually had that conversation with your boyfriend. If they were truly authentic, they'd have the veins and...
No, they're not my boyfriend. It's my sister's boyfriend who has them. They're just metal. I don't understand how that cannot be offensive, but people, how that can be offensive, but people aren't mad about the naked truck ladies who are definitely more graphically detailed than any ball sack that's metal hanging from the back of a truck.
Naked truck ladies?
Like on the mud flaps she's talking about.
The mud flap ladies, yeah, they're everywhere.
Graphic, though, are they? They're just like a silhouette.
They can be.
A silhouette.
So,
I mean, they can be. I've seen stickers on the back of people's car that are worse than that. Isn't it the same thing as free speech, though? By limiting that, isn't that the freedom of display?
I think she's got a point.
That's kind of it's indecent, though.
Yeah, right. And that's just the same with my license plates, though.
Who's to say?
Can't have anything.
Who's to say that two testicles that are made by the Lord himself are indecent? Who's to say that?
And these ones aren't even that bad. They're just metal.
The Department of Transportation?
Just metal balls that hang there.
They're the Lord.
Okay, I don't know. Like, I'm from a part of the area where we have a lot of people who paint their trucks. They paint these murals with women butt naked, and nobody says anything about that, but we can't have balls on the truck.
Whoa, you really are kind of
She's fired up.
those balls, aren't you?
She wants to be able to cuddle her balls. Now,
it's just stupid. They're making some dumb laws about dumb stuff nowadays, like 15 cents to buy a plastic bag at a grocery store. What are we doing?
Everyone wants to thrust their political views when you're riding behind them in the car on the little bypasses, the little roadways of America. Why is that okay? Why is that acceptable? That I got to read about how you feel about this, that, and the other thing in the political world, and I can't have the balls hanging from the back of my car.
Well, but the thing is, we've also read stories about how, with the little DVD players inside the cars, if you're parked next to somebody and they're watching porn or whatever, and you can see the porn from your car, you can get that person in trouble.
Yeah, because that's illegal. But that's
inside your car, so I can see that. I can see you defending that a little bit more than outside your car.
She's just looking for a little consistency. If they're going to be naked lady mud flaps, I haven't...
I just know...
Maybe you should make some hanging
if
boobies. If
commuters are going to be flaunting their naked lady mud flaps, then she doesn't see why they should be outlawing these prosthetic-looking balls hanging from trucks that just are more or less the next generation fuzzy dice situation of the driving world.
But the silhouette of a naked woman's different than hanging someone's genitalia.
It's not somebody's genitalia. It's not like you cut off your dead grandpa's old shriveled up balls and hung them from your car. It's a gag.
But if you had a replica of a woman's genitalia hanging off there, that would be a little inappropriate, right?
If you had a replica of a woman's genitalia, you probably wouldn't even know what the hell you're looking at.
Let's say you did.
For instance,
let's say it was Tari's and it sags a little bit.
Wow.
People would be coming from far and wide thinking, oh, I could see the Virgin Mary in that. Oh, unbelievable.
Someone would be trying to hump your car.
Starting with me. I think she's got a point. If you're going to start outlawing people's things on their cars, then there's a little bit of a list of things that have been bothering commuters for a long time now.
Let's start with baby on board. Nobody cares about the person driving.
Well, thankfully, that's run its course.
Good.
Baby on board.
Thank you, T-Man.
Do you remember Baby on board?
Yeah, I still see him.
I know you're normally a pathetically bad driver, but I really wish you would do your best over the next 5 minutes so I can protect my child.
Did you get the urge to slam into me at some point? Just remember there's a baby in here, please. God. So stupid.
Is that what Baby on board was supposed to mean?
Yes.
You're normally a terrible driver. Would you please do a little better now that you're around my car?
Right,
I got a very precious baby inside.
All right, I'll
screw you. Drive you right off the road.
Put the whiskey down. They got a baby in there.
Thank you for the call, Julie, and I hope that your sister's boyfriend is able to hang on to his balls.
All right. People are writing in how they hate me, Mike.
Good morning.
And I'm really sorry that it's your sister's boyfriend and not your boyfriend. I'm sure you have some truck envy there. Okay, whatever.
People are also writing in how they hate those stickers that say, my kid is a straight-A student at so-and-so.
Yeah, exactly.
All that kind of crap.
How's
my driving?
It's about to be a crippled straight-A student when I run him off the road.
My mom had a sticker on that said, have you slugged your kid today?
Oh, my God.
Took a lot of heat for it and had to take it off. People were outraged. Don't you dare put that on there.
What was the point of it?
Because had you hugged your kid today was huge.
Yes.
So it was
your mom trying to be one who
funny
spits back at the cutesiness of America.
Yes.
Put the have you slugged your kid today?
That's
the bumper sticker.
Well, she knew she was going to be facing some heat when she put that on her car.
She thought people would laugh. Whatever. It's not that big a deal.
She thought it'd be a gag.
Yes. Nope, wasn't funny to lots of people. She took it off.
To the point where she felt the pressure enough that she took it off her own car.
Yep.
Imagine the moment when she's scraping it off her car. Well, this wasn't a good idea.
Working at a grade school, too, probably not a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that could certainly add to it.
Yeah, maybe she didn't think it through all the way.
Terrence wants to comment on the nuts on the car situation.
Wow.
Yes, Terrence.
Yeah, how you doing, T-Man?
How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good.
It's been outlawed in Florida. You're going to get a $60 ticket if you're seen driving around with your balls hanging out of your car there.
They got to be kidding. It's just self-expression. You know what I mean? All I see is, you got a saying running around. Everybody hollering, let your nuts hang. That's all they doing. They let their nuts hang, sliding around.
Do you have it on any of your vehicles, sir? Have you thought about it if you haven't put it on yet?
I mean, I'm 32 years old, 33 years old.
You just stayed right before I asked, yeah.
I kind of.
Happy birthday.
I'm with the movement. You know what I'm saying?
So you have it on your car? Is that what you're saying?
I don't have it on my car, but I'm with that movement. Because I let my nuts hang.
All right. And if there are a lot of women, apparently I'm assuming it's mostly women, probably more than men, that are making the complaints that got to such an extent that Florida felt the need to do something about.
Doesn't break it down for me, just basically says that there was a lot of people who were...
Is it one company that pretty much mass-produced these balls that got very popular, or what?
They trademarked the balls.
Yes.
Don't you dare replicate them.
Do they have copyright on these balls, or what?
I'm sure they do.
They do.
Are they feeling like they need to fight back now that one state has outlawed their product, or what?
Some are less graphic, like you said. Some are like steel, like metal.
Right.
Not that big a deal, but some are like rubber, like flesh colored. They look pretty legit. It looks pretty
But
gross.
they don't have the veins yet.
Well, I didn't look that closely. I didn't go tickle them or see.
Tickle them.
Oh, those veins come popping out if you start tickling them.
That's right. I didn't give them the tickle test.
I know you know that from experience, Terry.
I do. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
I was talking to Terry.
Oh, sorry about that.
Easy.
If you feel like you're capable of answering that question, that's okay. Just chime in at any point.
What was the question?
I was talking to Hotshot over here. It's all right. He's already answered it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me that question.
Yes. All right. Pastry's
they've even got keychains on their site.
Pastry's printed me out one of the more authentic-looking sacks here.
That's the ones I saw. That's what I remember.
Those are the ones I see,
pretty
too.
real to me.
Yeah, the little folds in there kind of make it look really drawn to scale, if you will.
Yeah.
And I see the keychain one, and I see the biker balls here, and
all right.
Yeah, it's one company pretty much that came up with this idea. I'm sure they got laughed at by every family member they have in their at the Thanksgiving dinner table, and they told everyone about the idea, and I'm sure ever since that day, they've done quite well with the cash rolling in with all the people that have caught on with this balls hanging off your car or your truck trend. Do you do it on your car? It's more or less a truck thing, right?
Yeah, I don't think you're putting it on the Hyundai.
You're not putting it on the Neon?
Don't think so. No one's buying it. I'm sure someone's wife was like, "You're going to make what for a living?" I'm getting divorced.
Got divorced a little too early. Because he's rolling in cash, whoever invented the biker balls.
Yeah.
Good idea.
But now he's up against it a little bit because people were complaining.
Right.
What else is on cars that's pretty offensive besides people's unnecessary hit you over the head with their politics?
Now, I don't think nothing like this. There's nothing obscene or offensive or any sort of body part people are hanging off their cars.
Right, yeah, this is...
I mean, what if you want to hang a replica of a weenus off the back? Is that acceptable? It's free speech.
Well, what if I'm just bothered by Yosemite Sam on your mud flaps?
There you go.
Well, then...
Well, I don't need that.
That's not deemed indecent, though, I don't think.
Well,
by most people.
Right.
By most people. That's kind of what we go with in this world, right?
All right. We go on the consensus. Is that the way it works?
A man's testicles is probably indecent to most people.
Yeah.
Nico, your thoughts?
Especially my wife.
My thoughts is them Florida people are crazy. Because first of all, you can walk around on the beach with your butt all out, dental floss, and be 60 years old and stuff. That's what they need to outlaw.
Nico's saying if they're going to start taking these little pseudo balls off trucks, they better start doing something about all these ladies that have no business wearing some ridiculous-looking bathing suit situations where they don't have the body to rock it, Terry.
I mean, I went to Florida and I got offended when I went to the beach, man. I thought I was going to see something like, you see on MTV Spring Break or something. And
well, amazingly,
I think I went at the wrong time of the year because all I got was Grandma Sally, and it wasn't looking good out there, man. And
not what you saw on MTV. Yeah, amazingly, he's not going to get very far with his objections and his complaints there. But 3 people complain about biker balls, about balls hanging off some guy's truck, and all of a sudden you're going to get a citation if you keep it on one day more.
Right.
Interesting.
That's ridiculous.
It's interesting what takes hold, what becomes...
And isn't Florida the big, the capital right now where teachers and students fornicate, right? But they're a little offended by
they can't
balls.
do anything about that, but they got this ball problem taken care of.
If you want to corner a teenager in your house and beat the crap out of her, also acceptable.
Yeah, that's true.
Dave, you're on the air. Dave has balls on his truck.
Wow.
Yes, Dave. You may have to take them off if things start moving westward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But right now you're okay. You're within the legal codes of keeping. You're a guy who has these balls hanging off your truck, or what?
I do. Yeah.
How does it make you feel driving around town?
I see a lot of people that they look at them and laugh and they think it's funny, but then you get the people that get pissed and pull up next to you and tell you that they're stupid. They do it all the time.
So they get in conversations with you at a heated variety at a red light and stuff like that.
I've had a couple people do that, yeah.
And what exactly are they telling you if they have a moment that they can speak to you through the open window on their passenger side and your driver's side window?
They tell me they're inappropriate and that their kids it's offending their kids and stuff like that. But I tell them it's bull's nuts. They go to a farm. They can see them hanging off any cow.
That's a good point.
Oh, really? No, we know what we're going to do this weekend. Wonderful. Thanks for the tip.
What about the little guy peeing on stuff? Little bad boy club stickers? I hate that. That's stupid,
those
too.
Kind of...
It looks a cartoon guy peeing on something. Isn't that, unacceptable?
Well, I could see someone's point if they're sitting there with their 5-year-old in the car and the 5-year-old starts questioning what those are hanging off the car. It's not a conversation you necessarily need to have. as you're driving behind someone.
Well, but the thing, I mean, what motivates him to put it on there? I mean, I'm just curious.
He likes the way it looks. Why does anyone put anything on? There are a lot of things people are wearing right now that people are like, what the hell do you got that on for?
Right. Well, but when you have a sticker that, tells you how wonderful your kid is, you know why. You're motivated because you want to brag about your kid.
Well.
Hanging ball nuts, I mean.
Shouldn't it bother you that nobody cares?
Well,
ball nuts. Shouldn't it bother you that not only does nobody care about how great your kid is, but it actually develops animosity between the rest of the world and you?
Well, you can't.
Apparently it doesn't bother you. You still put that sticker up about how great your kid is anyway, right?
Right.
Nobody cares.
No, not really.
So,
I was just curious.
The same way, he's not bothered by the fact that not only does nobody care, but people are somewhat offended at times, about the balls hanging off his car. And I'm just saying, if we don't start removing just about everything, I don't know if you could tell this guy or the people who have the balls hanging off their cars that they're the ones who have to start making changes.
I understand. I was just curious as to what motivated him to put them on in the first place.
Did he ever answer the question?
I don't think he did. But
what motivated you personally to have that day where you actually hung the balls from the back of your car?
They're funny. I mean, it makes people notice your truck. It's just kind of funny.
Were you giggling when you were actually... What do you have to do to put them so they stay in place on the back of your car? You have to, like... I
got it chained with a padlock.
He padlocked those.
People are stealing the balls.
So they hang down from underneath my truck.
Well, you don't want to go to the post office, come out, and realize your balls have been ripped off, Terry.
Ouch.
Exactly.
That's gotta hurt.
Then you gotta walk around ballless.
He padlocks those things to his truck.
Wow.
Hell yeah, with the stainless steel chain.
So you went to some great lengths to make sure they were on and on good, right?
They're big. I mean, they're probably, it's like...
What did it cost you? What does it run you to get those balls to put on your truck?
I think they were like $40.
40?
Yeah, the really, really big ones, they're like...
About $40?
Yeah,
that's not
45.
Bad. Steal.
And they're bright. They're like bright red, and they got veins and everything. I mean, they look like real nuts.
Oh, they do have veins. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you want bright red ones, out of curiosity?
Well, because, I don't know.
Okay.
They just stick out.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe it represents his mood. Maybe some guys could be very expressive and decide to put the blue ones on one day.
Right, yeah, you see those quite often.
If your girlfriend made your night not so enjoyable, you can go to work the next day with your blue ones on the back of your car.
And every bump you go over hurts?
It's funny when you get your ass ends flailing, they start jiggling and
he's a little too into it.
There you go. Thanks a lot for that. Yeah, maybe you should take him off your truck.
He's the wrong guy for him.
Jeez.
A little too into it.
He actually locks him up when he leaves his truck.
But that is official. That is a done deal. That quickly. Usually it takes months and months for anything to get pushed along through the lawmaking bodies that actually are making those things happen, Terry, that they passed this situation so quick that it's now officially outlawed in Florida. You can't hang your balls in the back of your truck.
Yep, a moving violation. $60, please.
Cost you $40 for the balls, but it's going to cost you $60 every time you're caught with them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no price for how cool your car's going to look, though.
That is priceless.
It's a new kind of divorce warfare. An estranged wife takes to YouTube to publicly humiliate her husband and gain leverage in their bitter court case.
He has no grounds for a divorce, but he's still trying to throw me out of our apartment in 30 days.
Have you heard about this YouTube video, Terry?
No, I have not.
Well, it's one of the most viewed videos on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Amongst all the others we've talked about this week.
Geez.
This one has gotten 2 million some odd hits in the past week or so.
Okay.
Since this crazy friggin' lady posted all of her dirty laundry on YouTube. And the key here is, the kicker.
Yes.
This is not just some low-life kind of lady who's living in, maybe not poverty, but lower class. This is not some run-of-the-mill, you could find them anywhere in the projects kind of lady who's just unhappy with her life. Okay. This is the highest society, upper-class kind of lady, Terry. She's married to, like, a guy who's almost a billionaire. Okay. Or if he's not a billionaire, he's almost a billionaire. And she's going on YouTube and throwing him under the bus and saying he can't get it up and he won't have sex with her and he's trying to kick her out of the house, and she's just ranting on about this guy who owns like half of Broadway in New York City.
So if you've seen Nanny Diaries, she's kind of like that kind of woman?
Even worse.
Okay, wow.
It's Nanny Diaries. They say truth is stranger than fiction. This wouldn't have flown. This wouldn't have...
But I mean, the same kind of lady who's in that same kind of circle.
It wouldn't have flied in the movies because you'd be like, no one would really do that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't mean what she's done, but the same kind of woman. She's that kind of society. Like rich, doesn't work.
Even higher.
Okay, wow.
Even higher society than the family portrayed in the Nanny Diaries.
It's a new kind of divorce warfare. An estranged wife takes to YouTube to publicly humiliate her husband and gain leverage in their bitter court case.
So he has no grounds for a divorce, but he's still trying to throw me out of our apartment in 30 days.
Now, you hear apartment, you're thinking, okay, apartments, right. You got a visual of what apartments usually look like, right?
Sure.
This is like a penthouse New York City 19-room apartment.
Whoa.
All right?
Okay.
Or something like that.
This is the modern way of getting revenge against a partner in divorce. But it doesn't surprise me if we see a lot more of this.
Mm-hmm. This is the way a lot of women are going to get even with their men now. Is that right? Is this what you need? Is this what you need? Your friends to call you up and tell you about? Yeah, you may not want to log on your computer just yet, but when you do, I just want to warn you. If you see your wife, if you see your girlfriend in one of the most viewed boxes on YouTube, don't be shocked. Because everyone's watching or talking about you.
I'm just glad my wife doesn't know how to work electronics.
Ultimately tearful and angry, the blonde beauty in the video is Park Avenue socialite Trisha Walsh-Smith. Her estranged husband is Philip Smith, president of the Schubert Organization, the largest owner of theaters on Broadway, and one of the richest men in New York City. Patricia Walsh-Smith taped her bitter YouTube divorce rant at her posh New York pad. In the video, she claims her estranged husband is trying to evict her from their 9-room apartment here on Park Avenue, one of New York's fanciest addresses. So she uploaded her grievances for all the world to see.
He wants to give me nothing. This is the president of the Schubert Organization.
Walsh-Smith
sounds like an old English bag, but she's actually decent looking. They called her a beauty. I wouldn't call her a beauty by any means. But she looks pretty good enough, and she's 25 years younger than this guy she married, and she's all like getting dirty and evil and just saying he can't have sex or doesn't want to have sex with her and all this stuff.
Wow.
He's 74 years old. Jeez, is this what you need at 74? You were a success all your life. You worked hard. You made a great living. You're ready to pack it in. You're ready to call it quits as far as your life's concerned. And this is the way you need to go out?
I guess not.
By this woman ranting and raving over something called YouTube that you don't even know what the hell it is?
Who needs it?
Hold on.
Do you need that at age 74?
So she uploaded her grievances for all the world to see.
He wants to give me nothing. This is the president of the Schubert Organization.
Walsh-Smith says her husband's estate is worth $60 million. Walsh-Smith's video includes embarrassing details about the couple's alleged lack of a sex life, which is grounds for divorce in New York State.
Wow.
Really?
Well, anything's ground for divorce these days. You don't really need grounds to get divorced, but I don't need that thrown in the court records.
Yeah. I don't think so.
You know?
Is it lack of or ability to perform?
I think they made it seem like it's just lack of. If you're neglecting your wife in New York State, she could use that as the grounds, the specific grounds as to why she's divorcing you.
So it's not like you do her all the time and you're just bad.
I'm being neglected sexually, and that's why I'm divorcing this guy.
Wow.
And then all the people in the courtroom, including the stenographer, has to look up at you as they're...
Awkward.
Little bit awkward.
Okay, hold on.
Walsh-Smith's video includes embarrassing details about the couple's alleged lack of a sex life, which is grounds for divorce in New York State.
We never had sex. He said it was because he had high blood pressure and he was older than me, and I accepted that.
It seems nothing is private as Walsh-Smith takes viewers on a tour of her apartment.
Oh, she's just going off on him. It's like a 6-minute video.
Oh, man.
And she's all bug-eyed and stuff. She's just a weird, psycho wife that this guy didn't need to be marrying.
All right.
But in her day, she's hot, right?
In her day, she was hot. Yeah. I'm sure when they met 10 years ago or 12 years ago, they've been married 9 years. She was pretty freaking hot.
Right. When she's 25, she's probably amazing.
And now she's like screaming to everyone who'll watch her on YouTube that her husband, who's a well-known guy, is not having sex with her. That's because guys like him don't have sex with their wives. Come on, this isn't the 80s. Have sex with your wife. Come on. He's having sex with Ashley Alexander Dupre. That's who he's having sex with.
There you go.
When Governor Spitzer's done with Ashley Alexander Dupre, it's this dude's turn.
Wow.
He's having sex. He's just not having sex with you. He can have sex. They found Viagra in his apartment. She shows the Viagra in the video.
Wow.
And by the way, once you reach 74, I mean, you still have to have sex legally. Come on. Aren't you done at 74?
Yeah, that shouldn't be able to be grounds for divorce when your husband's 74.
Look, Judge Salt kicks my ass at this point, all right? Can't have sex, all right? What do you want from me?
Oh, my God.
I can barely tie my shoes.
If I even try to pleasure myself, I can break my hip. Come on.
My bones are like pretzels at this
have
point.
Sex with this psycho over here? Are you kidding me?
Jeez.
Stairs are killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He said it was because he had high blood pressure and he was older than me, and I accepted that.
I need a little rascal to get the mail.
Man, I'm saying, that's old enough where you think you wouldn't have to have sex anymore.
I actually found a picture of them both.
You looking them up?
Yeah, I found the he doesn't look that old, quite honestly. She actually looks pretty decent.
She looks like she's had some work. And
I'm sure he has.
I'm sure he's had some work, too. They live in New York, and they're the Broadway people. What do you expect?
Right,
you think they're going to let themselves go?
Heck no.
But she lost it. She went off the deep end, and she's going off on him on YouTube, which actually will likely hurt any divorce proceeding that is upcoming.
Yeah.
So who did she screw?
Why will it hurt it, though?
Well, I don't think it'll hurt it.
Yeah, well, you can't go ranting about...
There's been no precedent. How do you know?
There's been no precedent, but I'm telling you, when the precedent is set, it's going to be her as the example of what not to do when you're hoping to get a big windfall in your divorce case.
But a lot of times in divorces, too, they bring in character witnesses and people to talk about, their relationship and stuff.
You don't think it's going to create a little sympathy in the judge who's overseeing the case? That this woman went off on this guy and 2 million people over the past week have watched it on YouTube? You don't think that if she wanted a judge to really go hard for her side, that she kind of blew it a little bit here?
Well,
I don't think so.
She's, saying
expressing herself.
Yeah, here he is. He's going to kick me out.
This is more than expressing yourself. This is embarrassing a man who doesn't have his opportunity to tell his side of the story in a way that blindsided him in her sniveling psycho way. Can't believe you're on her side.
I'm not necessarily. I don't think.
You're on her side.
I don't think he needs
you're
it.
On her side. You're on her side.
I don't think it's going to affect her in court.
Bunt.
I kind of agree with you, but I don't think it'll affect her in court.
I think you're wrong. I think this, especially if this was a jury trial, which it's not going to be because divorce cases are not really the jury kind of trial situation, but a judge, well, actually, it may hurt her more with a judge overseeing. You went on, he's going to watch they're going to present this video at the divorce case.
Oh, well, yeah.
And the judge is going to be sitting there going, you did what? You needed to do this and just throw him under the bus like this? And you get nothing, honey.
But all the damage was already done before the video. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that he was neglecting her.
Yeah, but he didn't go about this little breakup the right way. She embarrassed him.
Well, the thing is that one of the things that I found...
Oh, it's not slander if it's not true.
...on Wikipedia is
they don't have sex.
And one of the reasons for this...
You gonna have sex with her after seeing that video?
Probably not. I'm sure she really
Judge is like, I know exactly where you're coming from, sir. You get nothing, lady.
Look at those eyes.
She claims that he's hoping to have her removed from the apartment within 30 days due to a clause in their prenup agreement. So
she signed a prenup. That's why she's all upset, Terry. She signed a prenup. She feels hopeless. So this is her only means of revenge. This is nothing but a revenge tactic of a wife who's frustrated and looking to get even with a guy who probably wasn't very good to her. Don't get me wrong. Probably was a bastard for most of their marriage, but she did not do the right thing in going about her divorce case if she's looking to get the big pot of gold here.
Well, but the thing is that, you
got to play the part of the sympathetic, I was the mistreated wife, and you got to cower in court, and then the judge feels sorry for you and gives you everything. But she's ranting and raving, and he did this, and he couldn't do that. And... Yeah, I can't say that on the air, but I wish I could.
Yourself.
Yeah, I had to dump myself again. I've done it before. You know that. What were you going to say, Terry? I'm sorry.
That would probably hurt.
I was going to say, though, I mean, with finding the Viagra and the pornographic material and stuff like that, she's trying to, she found pornographic movies and stuff. She's also trying to show that, hey, he won't have sex with me, but yet who's he using these pills on? She's
That's
kind
fine.
of implying
Yes.
infidelity, which...
That's fine.
But yet now he's not only is he cheating on me, he's an ass, and he's trying to throw me out of our apartment.
That's fine.
Never had sex with me, but...
That's fine. And if she... Well...
And here I am. I'm being the good, doting wife.
Yeah, right.
Granted, I may be 25 years younger than him, but I love him.
Is fine. And if she would have just told it to the judge, she would have won her case in a big-time way. But she couldn't have... She couldn't have done it that way. No, she couldn't do it the right way. She had to go on YouTube because she got all worked up one day.
She's taking advantage of what's now.
She turned the camera on herself, and instead of getting this big pot of gold that she could have had coming to her, she would have rather, it seems like, gotten revenge and embarrassed this man. So instead of a big-time payday, she got embarrassment on her husband instead. She was very effective in embarrassing this guy because you'd see this bug-eyed lady going off on this guy.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need that. He's embarrassed. Trust me.
Cats opened up in one of my theaters. I'm something around here. Andrew Lloyd Webber was my intern. Okay.
That's right. He was on a lot of opening nights. Cats, Chorus Line.
Right.
Phantom. Andy, get your gun.
Be careful.
He's like, where's that Andy when I need her?
No good kidding.
Oklahoma.
Wow.
My Fair Lady.
Oh.
And he has to be treated like this by some wife who's not happy about the way things are going. Well, you know what, honey? Get in line. There are a lot of wives who aren't happy with the way their marriages are going.
But that's the beauty of YouTube. Remember, you're the one who's always, hey, don't blame YouTube on...
You're right. So I'm just asking you, is this the world you want to be living in? Every time you get frustrated with your husband, you go on YouTube and you embarrass him and throw him under the bus?
It's no choice of anybody's. We're already here.
Okay, but I'm saying...
Well, you have a choice of doing it or not, Terry. You don't have to make a video.
Right, and that is my choice. No, I don't do that, but...
Are you telling
you guys
women
sit here and talk about when I'm like going tisk on MySpace and YouTube and saying, I don't agree with those, and that's kind of sad that people use those. You guys are like, oh, it's not their fault, and why do you say it's ruining the world? But yet, when you have this woman exercising her right to utilize YouTube in the way she wants to, all of a sudden she's terrible.
I didn't say she's terrible. I said she's stupid.
Why is she stupid?
I told you, because she's thinking she's going to get a big payday in her divorce case, and she just blew it.
But even if she doesn't, guess what? Maybe for her, the whole thing of the embarrassment of him is what is more satisfying.
Well, we'll see if that holds true
cool with that.
5 years from now when you're standing on the welfare line, honey.
Be great, huh?
Talk about how you used to have the best seats in the house to go see the revitalization of Tom Sawyer.
Oh, yeah. From a socialite to a sandwich artist.
I don't even know if that's a Broadway show. But anyway.
Tough transition. Socialite's a good gig, by the way.
Socialite is a nice place to be.
Ooh, it's good to be her.
Pretty much doing nothing but picking out your evening's dress all day long.
That's it. Start slamming vodka at 9 a.m.
Yep. Nice life. But she had to go embarrassing her 74-year-old husband who could have been dead any second. She could have gotten everything.
That's right, any second. Put the skateboard on top of the stairs.
That's all you needed to do.
Look out, honey.
But you had to get vengeful. You had to get your moment out there.
That's right. Embarrassment is great.
You had
Why not?
to get revenge.
Yeah. That's what everybody's utilizing them for.
Okay. And I'm not saying she's...
Why not? She's just realizing that, hey,
I'm not saying I have a problem with it. It's very entertaining. I want to watch it as many times as I enjoy it, Terry. I'm glad it's out there. The more things that are out there and able to be viewed, the more happy I am. I love entertainment. So I have no problem with it being on YouTube. I'm just looking from her perspective. I think she's pretty stupid.
Well, again, maybe so. Maybe this will hurt her when it comes to the financial end of it. But again, for her, the revenge is that she embarrassed the crap out of him and let everybody know what kind of guy he is. And
at the end of her life, we'll see if that was more impactful to her than being able to get all the money she had coming to her.
All right.
But she signed a prenup, so she probably thought she was going to get nothing anyway. So she had nothing to lose. When the likelihood is that prenup could have been thrown out of court. She didn't think it through.
But when you sign a prenup, normally you don't get nothing, right? They won't allow you to sign a prenup with nothing.
If you sign a prenup that says you get nothing, they'll throw it out.
Right.
So if she would have actually thought things through, instead of going on her little stupid psycho rant, she could have talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer would have said, how would you like to have $30 million in the next 6 months?
20s and 50s, please.
Would you take that over your little moment where you go off like a psycho on this guy, which makes you look as bad as it does him? Because you say she embarrassed him. She embarrassed herself a little bit, too, Terry, with her friggin' bug-eyed and her psycho way.
That was the Adderall, Oxycontin, and vodka talking. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
1-866-663-T-Man. Is this the way it's going to proceed now? Every time that we don't like the way the fight went with our husband, with our boyfriend, we turn on the camera and embarrass him in front of all his friends?
And these are his underwear. Look what I have to wash every day.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
This could be the biggest skid mark in the history of our world, and it's on my boyfriend's underwear.
You go to the Indy 500, you don't see skid marks this big.
Oh, wow. There you go. That's the world we are in.
Well, for those who are all excited about embarrassing their boyfriends after their fight this coming weekend, and they don't even know they're going to get in one, but when they do, be aware that before you turn on the camera and think you're having your big moment, I'm not so sure that 2 million people are going to watch your video. People watched her video because it's so weird to see a rich socialite like her going off on her multi-millionaire, big-time successful husband. If somebody out there in Yelm or East Jessup, Nebraska, or Butt Munch, Iowa, Terry, turns on their camera thinking all the world is going to watch and, how much she'll embarrass her boyfriend, you may have a rude awakening that you get 2 hits.
Although people have watched worse stuff than that, right? I mean, Chocolate Rain.
Exactly, but it's kind of wears itself out. You can't keep making these videos and people are going to get excited every time there's a new one up there. Eventually people are going to get burned out on it. I'm just trying to discourage all these ladies.
I understand that.
Who are planning.
I understand that.
Who are planning the rant on their boyfriends.
Huh?
Not exactly fair, by the way, Terry.
Oh, I'm sure that we're going to find some rants of guys going off on their...
Guys are not going to turn on a camera and rant on their girlfriend. This is a woman's thing.
No, it's not. Watch. It'll
absolutely
happen.
No guy's going to sit in front of the camera
It'll
and go,
happen.
But she wronged me, and...
I'm not saying that he'll be crying or anything like that, but you're going to...
She would never have sex with me, and no guy's going to air his dirty laundry like that. It's not a guy thing. It's a girl thing.
Not ever.
It's a wench thing.
Whatever.
I have feelings too, I like to talk from time to time.
She never wanted to talk about my day. Come on. This is a woman's revenge tactic only. Men would never even think to do such a thing.
That being said, I can't wait to watch the whole video.
And I can't wait to upload this now. I've made it perfect. This came off really well, and I want to see how it's going to look when it's running on YouTube. No guy thinks that way. Only a woman.
Combined with the fact she's like an aspiring actress, which is also probably a bad combo.
Right.
Really loves to be on film and camera. And
that's why she probably was attracted to him in the first place.
Yeah.
She thought she was just going to get a great part. He offered her even better.
Yeah.
I'll make you the wife. Okay, offer I can't refuse. Now look where she's at.
This is the president of the KUBE organization.
Walsh Smith says her husband's estate is worth $60 million. Walsh Smith's video includes embarrassing details about the couple's alleged lack of a sex life, which is grounds for divorce in New York State.
Now, shouldn't that be private, though, Terry? Even though she's got a problem with it and she's looking to use that as grounds for her divorce, fine. You want to divorce the man over that? Wonderful. But do you need to tell 2 million people who hit it up on YouTube all about that?
She does.
Is that really mature, Terry? Is that mature? And isn't this what this show is all about, Terry?
Oh, yes.
Identifying maturity.
So mature.
Yes.
Yes.
This is immature.
Right. He said it was because he had high blood pressure and he was older than me, and I accepted that.
It seems nothing is private as Walsh Smith takes viewers on a tour of her apartment. She shows her wedding album, making snide comments about her husband's family members.
Nice. Jeez, that's not going to bode well. Maybe I'm on his side now. That's not good in court.
She's making fun of his family members. And look at his Uncle Joe here. He thinks he's really fooling a lot of people with that toupee, huh?
This is a fat sister. Quite a bitch, actually. Drinks
She shows her wedding album, making snide comments about her husband's family members.
This is a woman incredibly frustrated who feels powerless.
Exactly. That's what I said, yes. This is her just snapping. This is a nervous breakdown right before your very eyes on YouTube is what it really is. That's what it really is. Mojo, you're on the air. Hello, Mojo.
Yes, sir. How's it going this morning, T-Man?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm very tired, but...
Well, you got to wake up, because we all have to be on guard this morning, because you never know when your girlfriend's about to snap mojo and...
True, apparently, yeah.
Go off on you on YouTube. We all have to be aware. But the more women that do it, the less impact it's going to have. Oh, big up. So your girlfriend went off on you on YouTube. It'll eventually get to. So what? So did 16,000 other women in the past 24 hours.
Some may be better than others, though.
Oh, you got to be good.
Now, see, man, I totally agree with you, though. She ruined herself by doing this video. She really screwed up. That's almost ground for, like, defamation of character. Like,
well, not if it's
poor guy
true,
is so embarrassed.
Said.
Well, even if it's true, though, you can't just go about it in this fashion, Terry. Even if all the things she's claiming
is public record, by the way, unless it's sealed, correct?
This is not divorce court that she was.
But still, you could find out all that information in the divorce work, can't you?
No, eventually, but I agree with you.
The judge is going to take into account her motivation for doing nothing but embarrassing him, and it's going to work against her in divorce court. Now, she probably was short-sighted and thought about that prenup she signed and thought she didn't have much of a chance to get anything anyway. If she didn't sign that prenup, she probably wouldn't have made this video.
Well, apparently.
But she doesn't realize that she probably could have got that the prenup chucked out.
Well, according to one of the news, I found it on Wikipedia, the prenup was she gets $500,000 a year in the event of a divorce or death. And then the bulk of the estate is going to his daughter.
Wishing it was
daughters,
dead.
Yeah, no question.
But, yeah.
Or death.
So, and then,
That's
of
right,
course...
he's got daughters her age.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, they probably get first crack
so they
at it.
get
She really
the bulk
feels powerless.
of the estate.
Mm-hmm.
And then his attorney is talking how the prenup was kind of stupid in the first place.
Well, if he truly wasn't having sex with her, she could have, through her lawyers, made threats to go public. Instead of actually doing it, she could have made threats to go public about his terrible ability to satisfy his own wife. And she could have gotten a lot more in a divorce settlement than it ultimately will be. She screwed herself.
Judges frown upon blackmail as well, too.
You want to watch a video of a woman screwing herself?
Oh, yeah.
Punch this up on YouTube, or I'll give you a couple other ideas of where to go as far as sites.
She's doing that on there?
Of watching a woman screwing herself.
Wow.
You just love this, don't you, though, Terry? You love this revenge moment that she's having here.
All's fair, you guys, like I said.
You wish YouTube was around a lot of times in your past, don't you now?
Well,
and here's the child he doesn't pay for.
She's saying it for all
I don't need YouTube for that.
Your moments that you had of frustration with guys that didn't do things the way you would have wanted them to go about things, right?
I prefer to stab the bed. No,
that's why you're loving this little video.
Here's the other kid he doesn't pay for. Mm-hmm. Here's the third one.
The thing is that what kills me is you want this forum of YouTube, all that
already.
Stuff, but yet when the revenge from a woman is okay.
I responded to that. I have no problem with
I don't. This is great. Good for her.
I'm glad.
Kudos.
I'm glad she did what she did, too. Is as entertaining as entertainment gets. Doesn't mean she's not stupid.
A lot of people are stupid on YouTube, but they do it anyway.
And she doesn't realize how dumb she comes across.
Well, regardless, people are watching, loving it.
She comes out smelling like a rose in this video. She comes out like a bug-eyed psycho.
She'll never land herself another old millionaire, that's for sure.
How do you know with that? You never know.
Forget about old millionaire. How about young pauper? She can't get anyone. There's nobody. There's no dude after seeing this video that's going to, hang. You want to be set up on a blind date with her now? I don't think so.
Afraid her eyes are going to pop out onto the table at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
I got him. Man.
Oh, it rolled down the floor. Okay, yeah, we'll get it. Please. Steve, you're on the air. Steve, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, T-Man?
How are you, Steve?
I'm great.
What's up, man?
Long time, first time, buddy.
Oh, wow. Well, what took you so long, Steve?
I gotta say, man, this lady just goes to show that women think with their emotions and act out of revenge. Just like those 6 girls last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever that beat the crap out of that one chick because of something that they said on MySpace.
Yeah, those girls, as bad as that was, as cowardly, and you know how I feel, gutless as that was, Terry, this is almost worse because this is relatively bright, I would imagine, older, mature lady.
Sure.
Who's acting like a buffoon.
But again,
and screwing herself.
She's taking advantage of technology today.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why not everybody else doing it?
I'm sure it felt good for the moment. I'm sure it felt good when she was... I'm sure it felt good. It felt very therapeutic when she was making the video.
Yes.
I'm sure it felt very good when she watched it for the first time. I'm sure it felt good when she heard people were watching it for the first time.
Right, I'm sure.
I'm sure it's right around now where it's starting to click a little bit that she did something she didn't need to do, and she wishes she could take it back.
And I'm
screwing
sure
yourself typically feels good.
Right, but I'm sure that also, too, yes, her lawyer probably said, it wasn't the best idea. I understand why you're frustrated. I understand all that stuff, but it is, what it is. There's nothing we can do now, but let's just move forward. But not the brightest thing, sure.
Yeah, you have to move forward without me because I quit your case because I don't like cases that I can't win. Goodbye. Represent yourself in court, bug-eye.
Yeah. I think he's happy to try to get a piece of that pie, the lawyer. Tell her whatever she wants to hear.
Well, you may be right. Steve, anything? Yes, Steve.
I'd be willing to bet that even after her lawyer talks to her about it, she's still going to feel justified about it.
Sure.
She still feels...
Sure, she does.
Absolutely.
She's that crazy?
Absolutely.
You think she's that crazy that she never even comes to her senses at any point? Is that what you're saying, Steve?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm giving her a little...
never come to their senses about this stuff.
I'm giving her a little credit. I'm saying that even though she went on this little tirade, and even though she went through with uploading it to YouTube, there's gonna come a point where she's gonna regret and realize what she did was stupid. Steve's saying she's such a psycho.
Yeah,
Steve's saying she's so dumb that she's never gonna come to that moment.
I have a tendency to agree with Steve there.
Women like that don't eat crow very well. They don't admit they're wrong too often, I don't
But
think.
deep inside, she'll never realize that she did something wrong and wish she could take it back?
No.
I mean, maybe she won't externally admit it, but she won't ever in her deep inner psyche realize, okay, I really did something I didn't need to do here. That's never going to happen.
How much
she's that crazy?
How much is fueled up on Oxycontin, Adderall, and vodka?
Wow.
Never come to your senses.
Sounds like the weekend to me. Let's bring it up.
I think she'll realize how stupid it was a few years down the road when she's sitting in a little one-bedroom apartment by herself.
She'll land on her feet. She'll get plenty of money.
Yes,
I'm not
she
worried
will.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. How is she going to get plenty of money? In a divorce case?
Yes.
Well,
After this video's
if
out
he's
there?
worth $60 million, she gets $5. You don't give her nothing for having a snuggle up to that gizzard neck for 25 years or whatever, however long they were married.
If she would have just
nothing.
If she just would have snuggled up to the gizzard neck for the 25 years and didn't make the video, she would have gotten the $5 million then some.
But you can't look at and say she's done nothing. She's been married to him for a while. You get something for putting in your time.
I think she ruined pretty much all of it.
Regardless,
here's $100.
Right,
Have a nice
but
life.
regardless of the stupid mistakes, again, like I agree with Hotshot, a judge can overlook that and understand the passion behind it and be a tad forgiving.
You gotta
believe it or not, that they can understand. Yes, and he'll probably scold her and say that was really stupid. Blah 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 blah.
Better hope she doesn't get a female judge, because female judges will be that much more hardcore on her for making this video, because females hate other females, Terry.
Yeah.
And especially you got to factor in the part where he and his people grease her palms, Terry, that the judge is going to be ruling $50 and that's all you get.
Supposed to be a woman judge that went to 10 years of postgraduate school, and you've done nothing in your life.
But be a real fancy socialite who had to go out and make this video to embarrass the man who didn't have a forum to respond.
Mm-hmm. I was driving around the Hyundai with 3 tires on the way to law school.
Jerry. You're
Morning,
here.
Jerry.
Yes, Jerry.
Well, she kind of screwed up. There would have been a better way for her to get more money in a easier manner. All she had to say is, since I'm not getting
All right, we're having trouble hearing you, dude. Try to call back on a better line. Let me go to Alicia. You're on the air, Alicia. What's up?
Hi. Well, I have a bit of a problem. My fiance went out for the night, and to trivia night, it was supposed to be like 2 hours, and then he didn't come home all night or the next day.
Oh, so you worried or you angry? Because if you're angry, you know how to solve that. All you have to do is turn on your video camera and upload it to YouTube.
Well,
Bastard is out screwing hoochies all night long, and I'm sitting here making videos about him.
Honey, I'm home. What are you doing with the camera?
Okay, never mind YouTube. Bye.
Never mind YouTube.
So are you more angry or are you more worried?
Well, I'm a little bit of both.
Well, do you know where he is? Is he alive? Are you...
Yeah, he's alive. I mean, he's home now.
Oh, he's home now.
On Wednesday night.
So it's just nothing but anger then?
But he won't tell me where he was.
Your fiancé. This is a man you have absolute certain plans to marry, or it's just one of those open-ended, we'll get married one of these days, but we're engaged kind of statuses?
Well, we were supposed to get married this September.
Oh, so you have a date set?
Yeah.
For September, but now you're not so sure, you're rethinking everything.
Well,
because he decided to stay out all night one night. And she's got to rethink the rest of her life because he decided to stay out all night one night.
All night, hello.
He won't tell me where he was.
Yeah, what if you're not doing anything?
None of your business.
But it is. You guys are in a relationship.
He's got a nice life where you can just come home and say, don't worry about it, mind your business, and go to bed.
I mean, yeah, granted, but...
So she's going to now question the future of her existence.
Sure, I would too.
Because he stayed all night one night. You know what?
She's being smart.
Alicia, hang on the line. I got to take a break here, and we'll come back and we'll figure out your future, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Fascinating.
Being smart. It's a red flag.
Is that right?
Yes.
Jeez. Her whole life now thrown into question?
How often do you leave your house, spend the night somewhere all night, come home and your wife says, so where you been? And you say, nowhere, none of your business.
Well, I got shows to do, Terry.
Yeah, mind your business. Give me a beer.
I want to see how that goes over in your house.
Terry, you know what? Let me take this break. We'll come back. We'll figure this out. And anything else needs to be discussed? 1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
I'm fighting back, and I'm going to do this video, and I'll put it up on YouTube. In fact, I'm going to call him now, and, another thing. We never had sex. He said it was because he had high blood pressure, and he was older than me, and I accepted that. But then last year when we went through this, I found Viagra, porn movies, and condoms. So maybe I should call him up and ask him, just tell him we're filming and ask him what he wants me to do with the condoms.
His condoms?
His condoms?
Yes.
Sounds so lovely. Those condoms.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't have sex because of his high blood pressure, but then she found condoms.
Yes, I wonder who he's using those condoms on.
Well, everyone but you.
Obviously so.
How's that for an answer?
So she went into the marriage thinking that they'd have a nice, healthy sex life.
Whatever. She married a 65-year-old man when they got married. She wasn't expecting a healthy sex life, okay? Yeah. Don't make it like you were duped. Don't make it like you had this vision of this ridiculously high-intensified sex life and you didn't get what you had in store for yourself. Please. You got exactly what you expected. You were a little socialite wife who didn't have to do anything but just show up at some galas every once in a while, and don't make it like it's a big deal. But she's snapping right in front of everyone's eyes on YouTube, Terry, because, the clip we saw just during the break that we laid down some of this audio here had 25,000 hits, but they're saying in the variation of clips that are on YouTube, 2 million times this has been viewed by people out there in just a week. 1 week!
Wow.
That she's had it up there. She made this video on the 10th of April. The 10th! What is today, the 18th?
Yes, it is.
Just over a week, Terry. 8 days ago, she made this video and ranting and going off and having a nervous breakdown, basically.
Oh, jeez.
On camera. And why? Because she found condoms of her 74-year-old husband who never had sex with her. And again, not some middle class, not some lower middle class, not some just regular, everyday, run-of-the-mill married couple and some woman gets frustrated and makes a video. No.
Right.
Multi-millionaire, successful, all his life kind of guy. Started with nothing. I don't know if that's true. And worked his way to the top of the Broadway industry, Terry.
I had a hot dog stand. That was it. Started from there.
Oh, another thing. We never had sex. He said it was because he had high blood pressure and he was older than me, and I accepted that.
Marry this crazy Brit. Another crazy Brit story, Terry.
Then last year when we went through this, I found Viagra, porn movies, and condoms.
Condoms?
So maybe I should call him up and ask him, just tell him we're filming, and ask him what he wants me to do with the condoms.
Maybe he would have used one on you if you didn't pronounce it so weird.
Dumb limey.
Wow.
Freaking limey. We're just playing a little bit. Not really. Maybe. Yeah.
Crazy.
Do all British people say condoms?
I don't know.
We usually like British accents, Terry. They're nice. They're sophisticated.
Yes.
They're cultured. They're mature.
Yeah. Are they? Not her actions.
Just an evil psycho wedge.
That'd be fun.
Although if you see her, would you? You think she's pretty enough to have sex with?
Big fan.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Something about her I like.
Really?
The fact that she's like
crazy
kinda
like
evil.
that?
Yeah, I kind of like it for some reason. I don't know why.
She'd be wild, just raring to go.
Hasn't had it for a while.
Now, you want to hear what she does, Terry? Tell Alicia to hang on. We got to get to her problem, too, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what she does now? She calls his office on the video.
Oh, I see.
And she embarrasses him in the video in that sense, all right? She's going to call his office so he can answer live on the video she's making as to what she should do with his condoms that she found.
Maybe I should call him up and ask him, just tell him we're filming and ask him what he wants me to do with the condoms. That'd be fun.
Yeah, she's calling his office.
All right, Philip's on a conference call.
Yes.
I'm filming at the moment. We're doing a video for YouTube. I don't know if you know, but Philip and I never had sex, but he's got Viagra and condoms.
She's talking to his secretary!
Oh, my gosh.
Man.
Stuff here and porn movies. Just ask him what he wants me to do with them. Would you?
Wait. You want me to ask him this now?
Yeah, just ask him what he...
She's like, should I put this in the memo area of the, while you were out little page here?
God. So wait.
Yeah, the secretary is like, she can't even believe her ears. She's
I know.
She's not sure exactly what's happening here. You're his wife, and you're calling why?
Wow.
Just a temp, wench. Leave me alone. She's going off to his secretary, Terry. On his secretary, Terry, on her YouTube video, the secretary caught in the crossfire here. Doesn't even know what the hell's going on.
For YouTube. I don't know if you know, but Philip and I never had sex, but he's got Viagra and condoms and stuff here and porn movies. Just ask him what he wants me to do with them. Would you?
Wait. You want me to ask him this now?
Yeah, just ask him what he wants me to do with the condoms and the porn movies and the Viagra. We're filming for YouTube. I've got a film crew here.
Makes like it's a big deal. We're filming for YouTube.
Yeah, I got a film crew. Also known as my sister.
Wow.
And her name is Tripod. You believe this? And you tell me her day in court is not affected, please?
Porn movies and the Viagra. We're filming for YouTube. I've got a film crew here. We're in the kitchen. So,
the kitchen.
Look, does he mind what I do with his condoms and stuff? We're just talking about, the fact that there's no sex life. And then he's trying to throw me...
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I think I'm getting this now. You've lost it.
Why didn't I take the job at NBC?
Okay.
Damn it. Why do I need this in my life? I get $9 an hour, lady.
Can you imagine? She goes home, and if she's married or got a boyfriend, and he's like, so how was your day? Well, honey, let me tell you all about it.
I'm really not sure how my day was, but you may want to look on YouTube and see if this psycho lady that called me was actually for reals.
I had this crazy woman. That's great, though.
Speaking of lives in chaos, Terry, Alicia's future was mapped out perfectly. Yes. She had a boyfriend. She had a fiance. She loved. She trusted. Everything was hunky-dory.
Right.
Everything in front of her was so picture perfect. Then, of course, he doesn't come home one night. Doesn't have any interest in giving her an explanation.
Right.
And now her whole world is thrown for a loop. The whole future that she was relying on, completely mapped out and secured, is now up in the air.
True.
Isn't it amazing how one night's activities, even though you don't even know what the hell they were, can alter your every day that follows?
Sure.
Alicia?
Yes.
Now that you hear it that way, do you think maybe you're overreacting a little bit?
No.
Well,
no.
Not really.
Good job.
What
You're being
night?
Smart.
Take it easy, Terry. You don't even know yet. What night/morning? Wait till we hear the details, all right? Maybe you want to cheer her
What
on.
other details are there? He went out. She was like, cool, have a good time. I'll see you in a couple hours, whatever. She trusted him that much, but then when he doesn't come home and then doesn't want to, when she calmly asks, hey, what's going on?
Sure,
Where were you?
Yes, calmly. That's interesting.
Did you have a good time? Whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, shut up, whatever. It's my business, not yours.
When he showed up at 8 in the morning, she was like, did you have a good time? In a calm fashion, asking about the details of this night.
Maybe she didn't.
No, it was probably the way she assaulted him as soon as he came through the door. That made it like, you know what? If this is the way our marriage is going to be, I don't need it. I'm not giving you any explanation. The truth of the matter is, there was a little Boy Scout bus that broke down, and I was waiting for them to get some help. But you don't need that explanation now because you ain't getting it because you have assaulted me verbally as soon as I walked through the door with your accusations. And if this is, I'm glad I found out who you are and what your potential is before I said I do to you.
Yeah, then you're right.
You are
YouTube,
smart. Throw the husband under the bus material like this crazy British babe here who's screaming about her husband and embarrassing him with his secretary and all the world on YouTube.
Well, I'm using the T-Man show.
Alicia, what night? I'm glad you used the right forum, by the way. Because this will get you a lot further than you two, I'll tell you that right now. What night? It was Wednesday night, Thursday morning? So
it was Wednesday night, and he didn't come home until Thursday night.
So he didn't come home for a 24-hour period?
Yes.
He was supposed to be home Wednesday night, and you expected him around what time?
Around, 11:30.
Did you have anything special planned, or you were just going to go to bed and watch the news?
Well, he had asked me to rent a movie and everything and blah, blah, blah.
So he made it very clear that he was coming home. Not only did he make it clear, but so clear that he had plans with you to kick back and watch a movie.
Yeah.
And then 11:30 hits, and you got the movie right there in the DVD player, ready to hit play, and thinking he's going to come through the door any minute, and then you look up, it's 11:45, and you're a little bit bothered by this, and then midnight, and
actually, I really wasn't worried. I figured maybe he got drunk, and I expected him home at, when the bar closes.
Right.
But then around 3 o'clock, I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and he wasn't home yet. And then the next day, I got up and went to work, and he still wasn't home. And I tried calling him, and he hit the ignore button where it rings, and they send you straight to their voicemail.
Yeah. People don't realize how telling it is that cell phones either don't ring or they ring 4.5 times.
Right.
If you get sent to voicemail after 2 rings, everyone on the other end who made that call knows
you got ignored.
You purposely got sent to voicemail.
Yes.
Nothing more than the ignore button.
I don't know who you think you're fooling.
It's very empowering.
Right.
Maybe she'll think I don't have my phone on me. Off.
Right.
You should just let the cycle of rings run through. People panic and hit off or whatever you hit that sends it right to voicemail, which is more telling than anything. Okay, so you call them up, and after 2 rings, it gets put into voicemail.
Exactly. And so I went about my work day, and I got off around 6 o'clock.
It's about time.
Got home, still wasn't here, still wasn't there. And then he didn't get home until about 10 o'clock that night.
And you didn't hear from him the entire time?
He didn't call me. I tried calling him numerous times, and he just ignored me. And then when he got home, I asked him, I was like, where were you? And
all right, hang on. Believe it or not, I got to take another break. We're going to find out. I know, Terry. Believe me, I hate to do this. But,
oh, my gosh.
We can't just cut her off at this point, Terry. We'll take this break.
You know what? She's being smart, by the way.
Then we'll have plenty of time after these breaks.
The T-Man Show.